number 1.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's not what occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like 3rd degree. If you know your herstory, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in on a court, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, as in heaven on this.
Alrighty.
As in heaven on this earth.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in, welcome in.
Too many perks to being a child of God. I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown. I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen. This ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture.
All right.
Come to life. I can't crop none. Okay, gotta pay my dues. I know he gon' reimburse me. I can't hide my love for God, Brody. You can search me. Horoscopes and dream catchers tell me, is it working? Some of y'all be too drunk off clout. Don't
Okay.
be thirsty.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome back. New York session, baby. Let's get started.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work.
All right, back to work. Let's do it. Who we got in the house here today? Vivian Young in the building. Ben Bennett. What's goody? What's goody? What up, Roberto? What up, what up? Heaven on this earth. Z Gamer in the building. Only bands in the house. Let's go, let's go. What up, Lucas? What up, Price Action Kev? Tim Trades in the house. Okay, let's do it. Sim Z in the building. There he is, there he is. What up, Vivian Young? How are you? How are you? All right, good to see you. Hey, how are you? Lovely, lovely. What up, Ryder? What up, Exit Strat? I think I do it more like Rafi now than Mike Stud. Yee. Badio Life in the building, Mr. Zoltan. What up, Dominic? What's good, boys? How we feeling? Welcome in, welcome in. How y'all doing? Everyone good? Everybody good? Happy New York session. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. How are you? What's up? What's up? What up, Ben Smith? Stephen B in the house. There he is. There he is. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. DJ Scratchers is here. All right, whole squad is here. Wow. Wow. All right, we got motion. We got motion. YouTube. Is YouTube keeping up today? Clubhouse? I don't know. I don't know. The mods be helping YouTube out, you know? The mods be helping. Another day, baby. What's up, Tony? What up, SK? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Positive Mind in the building. Mooney the moon. Yes, I don't know. It's gone. It's gone. What up, Mooney? All right, I think we're good. Yeah, let's rock and roll. What's up, Carlos? Good to see you guys. What time is it? 8:23. Yeah, let's get the party started here. Let me go ahead and pray real quick. Pray for y'all. Pray for us, and we'll just give thanks for the opportunity here to do this, and then we'll begin. Y'all ready? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for this opportunity, Lord. We thank you for the work that you're doing. When I say work, I mean the awareness that is taking place, Lord. We thank you for the scriptures, Lord, the promises that if we would just believe, we would receive it. I pray that on your people here again today. I pray that their belief would be strong, because we know it all starts with the belief. So we thank you for it. We thank you for instilling faith in us. We thank you for blessing us and paving our way here, Lord. We give you the glory. I pray that you would bless each and every individual in their specific season that they're in right here, right now, in this moment in time, Lord. We thank you for all that you do within this community. We thank you for keeping this stream fresh and pure and almost as if it's brand new every single day, Lord. I thank you for doing the work, for it's not by me or my might, but by your Spirit, Lord. So we thank you for it, and we just give you the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen, man. Amen. What a work of the Lord. Yeah. You gotta sit back and think, man, there's something greater here, right? There's something bigger going on. So big W. Let's get after it here today. Let's talk about it. Today is Tuesday here, right? The 24th of February. So we are pushing towards the last couple days here, last week of February, and we're off to March, man. My goodness. I feel like we were just in December talking about looking forward to the new year of January. Now look, do you see how the time goes by? See how the time goes by regardless of whether you were on your game the whole time or off your game the whole time or on and off your game. Time waits for no man. So you can keep slacking, but time will keep ticking, right? Or you can keep working and time will keep ticking in your favor. So what's it going to be, my friends? What's it going to be? You got to use the time wisely here. And we're going to be together for another, 2 hours. So let's make it productive. Let's make it educational. And let's see if we can make some money here today. All right. Let's talk about it. We don't have much news going on. Again, this is the 24th here. No news, right? Just some yellow folder stuff at 9, and then 9:15. You got a little bit more yellow. And that's about it. Yeah, nothing too crazy here today. It's going to be a pretty light week when it comes to the red folders and the news this week. So yeah, nothing too crazy today. We shouldn't have to keep an eye out for anything major. Let's jump into the technicals. Let's follow price action here like we do every day, and let's see what we can come up with here on gold and the NASDAQ. Let's move this chat over. Let's get rid of that. And talk to me real quick about the music before we do the breakdown. Should we lower it? Is it too loud? I think it might be too loud. Lower. Let's lower it here. Okay, that should be good. Stephen B, what do you think? What do you think? We good? Okay, cool. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about gold. We'll talk about NQ next. And let's see what we can come up with here today. So let's start as always on the gold daily time frame. This is what I got to deal with, chat. Look YouTube. Look at this. This is what I got. They're ready. But are you ready? That's the question, right? Are you ready to lock in? You got your binoculars on? Can you visualize with me for a minute? All right, let's do this. Let's talk about gold again. This is the daily time frame. So let's talk about what recently happened here. So it looks like we had this range, right, where you had resistance sitting here. You had support sitting right on the downside. This candle did close outside of the range here, right? But we closed with no top wick. So not the best closure. The area is nice, right? Because you close in the range and you got all that clean traffic to the left. But all in all, no top wick, right? No top wick there. I wanted to point something else out here too. The fact that we did get that fake out, right? So we got a fake out here as well before we pushed up and broke through the highs here. So something to always look at, and that's why we wait for like range 2 sells, like if the 4 hour is bullish, because we know if the fake out comes, then there's like an 80% chance we're going to retest the top of the range. So anytime you do see a fake out like that, right, and it's going to go now with the higher time frame, you can begin to execute here if you got enough room in that range, right? If that's like a 15 or a 30-minute time frame. So just keep that in mind. That's why we wait for the range 2, not necessarily to wait to take the sells, but to capitalize on the fake out for price to move back up. All right. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. Let's go back to the breakdown. So we did close above. We did end up closing with no top wick. This candle was super awkward. No top wick, no lower wick, and now we're just kind of moving down, right? We did break the highs here on the current candle. We broke the previous candle highs, but never to return back up here. So let's get some more information by going down to the lower time frames. Let's check the 4 hour here first. So the 4 hour has been moving down, right? Which makes sense because again, the daily is going to need a lower wick here today. So you do have a support sitting here now. So could this potentially be where that daily lower wick, right, gets put in place at? Notice how we had the wick here that was able to get filled. Let me why do I have this so small? We got all this real estate on the screen and I'm over here. Yeah, so again, the support here, right? So you have a support here. You also have this this target being tapped. You have this wick that has been filled, and again, that daily low, right? That could be our daily low put in place here as price now begins to start moving back up for that daily candle to start flipping bullish and continue moving up here today. So we'll see about that. We are rejecting here so far. Every candle rejection. This one was a dud, and now we're starting to tap into it and pull back now. So we'll see about this area here. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart and let's see what's going on in that that zone down here at like 66. 1 hour. Okay, cool. Yeah, so here's the problem. So basically you're running right into this observation zone here. So you have major level of support sitting right here, which we closed right at it. Below that, you're gonna have some more room, right, where price could potentially start to flirt down there a little bit. But I think if we can come down there, right, we can probably create some supports to move back up. Or what we can do is we can just look for closures below, right? Closures below this zone here. Forget about this middle guy right there. Look for the closures below that second range. I'm sure that's going to be like a 30-minute support as well. But let's go check that out in the 30. Yeah. So yeah, we need a closure below. So I don't mind taking more sells here today, right, at all, by the way, but we need something like this. So we got a bullish candle now. Could we potentially get something that closes back below, right? Because if we can get something like this, ideally break the highs there, right? Now you got all this clean range to come back down into like 51.45. So this right here would probably be the move that I'm looking for. You got clean range to the left. If you get the closure, you got new resistance as well. Clean traffic. If we can get that during high volume time, we get a breakout setup, onion / breakout, and we can look to take those sells. I think my buys, I'd much rather take the buys after that move has been made, right? Something down here where we can really say, okay, we tapped into target, and now we can kind of push back up into that new resistance here if it gets formed. So yeah, we're going to play probably down here in these ranges for a little bit. If we do come back up into this zone, then I guess we could do a fresh top-down analysis at that point, but we'll see. I don't know if we want to return there. I think we should pay attention to what we got right here in front of us, this current price action, and look for some opportunities. Let me just check the 15. 15's got resistance here, right? So 79's got some resistance, and I think above that we are looking okay here. So we're in a weird situation, right, when it comes to the 4 hour. So you have a bearish 4 hour candle, right, that is on the move that could potentially break through these lows and continue driving down here today, right? That could definitely happen. But at the same time, we have a 4 hour candle that is now tapping into support, right? And it may not be able to break through the lows, right? And at the same time as this 4 hour candle is in support, we have a daily candle that is currently in the motion of making its lower wick, right? So could this area be where that daily lower wick is made and then price begins to move back up bullish? So we're in a little a funky area on the 4 hour where we're kind of like, we could keep going, right? But at the same time, we can move back up to kind of create that move on the daily. So it's very important that we wait patiently here. We get the right opportunities, the right setups. I think the 15 minutes should help us out here. So we wouldn't have taken like a buy off this support, but now that we got a new resistance, we have clean range to the left. And I think if you can get a closure back above with high volume coming in, we put ourselves in position to have some good opportunities here, right? Look, if we look left from above 58, above 78, you have all this clean range here, right, to come back up. Little choppy, not gonna lie. That's why we need the volume, right? That's also why we'll take partials in these areas and stuff like that, right? But nice clean range coming up here. And then if we do close below, then we also have that clean range to move down here. There's no bottom wick on this candle, and that would be our 4 hour just smashing through its own lows, right? So if we start breaking through those wicks again, chances are you'll get a quick move down into that support level. If we don't do that and we get the closure back above something like this, then chances are that 4 hour is ready to reject out of that zone and begin to move bullish here. So that is the day. That is it. It doesn't get more simple than that. You know, let the candles guide us here. Right now we're ranging a little bit, even though it's New York open. We may get this move at like 9:15, 9:30, and if we do, we'll be here for it. So now we know exactly what we want. So therefore, there's zero need to guess There's zero need to FOMO into trades that don't line up with that. There is zero reason for any sort of hiccups here today, right? Once you understand the opportunities that you're looking for and you understand the price action you're looking for, at this point, all you have to do is wait. All you got to do is wait. It could be that easy, baby. It could be that easy. All right, so that is it. That is it. Any questions on Goldie here? Pretty straightforward for the most part. Pretty straightforward. Cool. Let's move on. NQ. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So let me just explain this here. So buys. So basically, just to give you guys a visual, this will be a no trade zone, right? No trade zone, no trade range, whatever you want to call it. This right here will be our range 2 buys that we're looking for. So we wouldn't take the buys off the current support. So that means that red candle right there, right? I wouldn't take a buy off that candle. So because a lot of times that'll grab liquidity for price to keep going down. So if we get a new closure now above the range, right, and you have a new support plus a fresh breakout, I think we can potentially participate in that move right there, and that'll be above 78. So all that looks pretty good, and then below 65 is also amazing. It's just a matter of what does this 4-hour candle want to do, right? Does it want to start breaking through these lows and give us that closure we're looking for below 65, or do we want to continue to reject out of that zone, get a closure back above 78, and then begin to reject? So it's one or the other. We'll be here waiting. Yeah, that's it. Let's put buys above here. If you guys want to wait for a second range, you can, but personally I don't think so, because yeah, you're in that 4-hour support too. You know, it's not even like your 4-hour candle's on its way to support. It has already tapped, and chances are if we close back above that new resistance, you're gonna see a move up here. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking at. Clean ranges here today, so just wait patiently and we'll see if we can get anything in there. All right, let's move on to NQ here. We were looking for buys last night. We did not take them. We deleted it with like 5 minutes left, and boom, what do you know? Price just flew up. So the buys worked out really well. Let's take a look at the daily here, though, and let's track back. So we are in this daily support zone at this point, right? So we're in a little bit of chop. It's going to be a little tough here. You got a lot of wicks, a lot of rejection, a lot of support here. You have resistance up here, and that's kind of our daily range. So not the greatest range, right? If we look here in the yellow zone, it's just, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's not the best price action at all. But if we drop down to the 4-hour, let's take a look at what's going on. So based off the daily, I am bearish, right? Just based off of that candle, based off of the trend that I'm currently looking at. If I'm looking at the bigger picture, I see price heading down, up, you know, down, blah, 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 blah. And if we can continue now and get a closure below, then I think you can probably head south here on the daily. So for those reasons, I'll be technically bearish, right, on this daily time frame here, expecting this candle to make a top wick and then come down and fill that wick to the left hand side. So let's see if we can get a chance to be a part of that. Let's drop down to the 4-hour. Let's see what we got cooking here. So 4-hour does give us resistance, and we kind of are in this little bit of a downtrend, right? You do get resistance here on the 4-hour. Now this guy's giving us a problem here, right? This guy's giving us a little bit of an issue. So we did break the highs. We still have an hour 22 left on it. So yeah, this candle can go anywhere at this point. We respected the lows. We broke the highs. Let's take a look at the 1-hour. I think you'll need a 1-hour closure above just to keep us safe here. 1-hour closure above that resistance. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute, yeah. Everything looks clean. Everything's clean above there. So if we do break those 4-hour highs, we should be in a pretty good position to go up and fill that range here. And that's probably what I'll be looking for. Yeah, maybe after 10 a.m. if we get an actual 4-hour bearish closure, I'll get a little bit more bearish here today. But as of right now, probably just gonna entertain the buys here on NQ. I don't really like the sells. You got support there, support here, support here, and then below that is pretty clean, right? So if we get rid of the 2 desperate lines, which is this one and this one, that means I'm desperate to trade. Now we can say, okay, you know, wait for closures below, and that's that. So yeah, I like that. Closures below 79 for sells, closures above 77 for buys. Yeah, pretty simple. Just like gold, we've got clean range. We just have to wait on it now. Just gotta wait. Boom, boom. Let's do this. All right, cool. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? How y'all doing, man? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I will pay attention to the chat in just a moment. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Did you guys say I was on GC? GC? Yeah, we'll move over to MGC here in just a minute. Let's see. All right, we'll see what's going to happen. Just when you thought we may close above. Let's see what Goldie's going to do in the 4-hour zone here. All right, let's move all this stuff over to the MGC chart. Here comes the volume. Wow. Boom. All right, lovely. Perfect. Wow, here comes the volume. 839. 839. Boom. Okay, cool. I think we're good. And remember what I said, the buys are good too, just not until we get down and fill that range there around like 45, if we're going to take any buys. All right, that's that. So we're waiting on closures below 65 here. We'll see if we can get it in the new hour. So a new hourly candle. We'll see if it delivers. And then closures above for buys look perfect. Boom. All right, nice move, Goldie. Nice move. Does he answer questions on YouTube? Yes. Yes. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's go. Questions. Let's make this an educational session here today. Let's make it count. Let's make it count. There you go. What up, Trizzy FX? What up, Clubhouse? How we feeling? How we feeling? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. All right. Let me pull up the chats here. Let's do it. All right, here we go. YouTube. All right, perfect. Perfect. Forex Frank in the building. Oh, he's back to Forex. All right. What happened, man? The future is no longer a thing of the future. Forex Frank back in the house. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Nice and chilly here today, huh? Today and yesterday we run into some cold weather here in Florida. How does a 15-minute and 20-minute, 1 hour? Actually, I've never used the 20-minute chart. Yeah, I've never used that one. The only other chart I've ever used outside of the ones that you see me use now is the 2-hour chart. Yeah, I used to use that when I first started trading with a different strategy. Yeah. Clubhouse, nice trade in London. I think I see the trade in London here. Nice little celery play. Beautiful. What time was that? What time was that? TT trucking? Hey, yo, we're out here. We're out here delivering the goods. Delivering the good word, you know? 2:15. Okay, cool. Pre-London. Pre-London. Very nice. Very nice. What did you focus on when you were working towards becoming a better leader? Good question. Keeping the promises to myself. So when I said I was going to do something, I needed to do it, right? So leadership is, for me, is spelled EXAMPLE. Got it? So making sure I'm consistent when no one's watching, making sure I'm accountable to my dreams, to my goals when no one else is watching, right? Making sure that I am leading myself and not letting circumstances lead me, right? And really working in the face of adversity too, right? Like so many people, they get a little bit of adversity or they get a little bit of pushback on life and they they just shut down and they just stop, or they start doing things differently. I just wanted to focus on doing the right things day in and day out, regardless of what the reality was showing me, regardless of what was in front of me. I wanted to continue to act the part, right? Act the desire that I wanted. So I just stayed positive, kept my promises to myself, right? Made sure my vision was clear. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Focused on being a good example. Yeah, listening. So one thing I would do is, in order to be a leader, you got to be able to lead, right? So it's not just example, because in order to lead a herd, like a bigger group of people, you have to know about them, right? You have to, so that means you have to do a lot more listening at times than talking. So I know I'm up here, I got the microphone, you guys don't, so you hear me do a lot of talking, but there are other times, right? Most other times where I am with people and I'm listening. Right, I'm doing a lot more listening than explaining, because I want to know about you, because if I don't really know too much, then I don't know how to lead you properly, right? So a lot of listening, less talking as well. Yeah. Leadership is also servanthood, right? It's servanthood. So, you know, you're there to serve and help people, and it doesn't matter, like, if, like, you're not looking for an ROI as a leader, if that makes sense, right? Like, it's like, what could you do for people who couldn't do anything for you in return, right? And no matter what, whether you were getting paid, you're getting paid to do something top dollar, or, you know, you're serving somebody, just helping them. Like, what can you do if that person doesn't have anything to give you, right? Can you still lead them with a positive attitude, give them the right information and all that? So yeah, that's it. Just about being a servant and whatnot. All right, let's see if we can get a top wick here. Top wick on Goldie. And we are pushing through those 4-hour lows here, so pretty interesting. We need a top wick on this candle, though, so we're gonna need it. Clean range, baby, clean range. Example. Yes, there you go. Leadership is spelled EXAMPLE. Example. Yes. Is it too overextended? Not after creating that resistance, closing below that range, and breaking through the 4-hour lows. You know, I see, like, what I see looks a little overextended, but remember what we talk about. When do we take the overextended ideas, right? When we got a resistance form, when we got a fresh closure, when we got clean traffic to the left, and all that good stuff. But we needed a top wick on that candle anyway. No fade play here? No, not yet. This is dangerous, dangerous. Gold breaking through the lows here. Last thing you want to do is get caught up trying to get the early entry here. We gotta wait. We gotta wait, because we can come straight down into 40 now, really. Gotta wait. We'll see on the hour closure, though. Maybe we'll wait for the 30 closure here, because then we truly buy off that, sell off that 30 resistance. We could still have that clean range. Possibility for that 4-hour, for that new 15 to come up and make a top wick. So we'll see. I did not. So maybe when Magnus gets here, if he pulls up, he could explain the London trade, because I was not in London, so I don't. It looked like a celery to me, but I don't know. I just looked at it real quick. Let him cook. Let him cook. Raja put stop loss under previous candle. Do I think it's better? It just depends. You know, sometimes it is. I always say the rule of thumb is put it under the previous candle if you can, right? But there's going to be times where this is going to be your previous candle when you're taking a buy, you know, so it's going to be tough to put it down there. So I always say the rule of thumb is if you can use the previous candle, use it, right? Because that's always going to be your best bet when it comes to stop loss. But sometimes, again, you're just in a situation where you can't really use it. Maybe it's too many pips. Maybe the wick is too steep, right? So then there's going to, you know, you got to use other wicks at that point, and that's usually when I'll use the current candle. Current candle, though, you do run the risk of getting tapped out, you know? So that's the risk you run. And the other thing that I don't really like to do, one thing that I changed, like Raja does this really well, but I decided not to, is he will enter on the open of the candle, right as it opens. Which again, by the way, to answer your question, there's no better. There's nothing better than anything else. It's just every single circumstance kind of gives you a different play, right? So yeah, the only thing there is that if you open, so in our case right here today on the 15, had you opened right when that candle opened up, okay, you're going to win this trade here. You're going to make a lot of money today. But in most cases, like when a candle opens up, it's going to create in this case, it would create a top wick, right? So as long as you have your stops above there, it's not a bad idea, right? Because if you're trusting that stop, you just got to be willing to sit in that drawdown, which again, it's not a big deal to sit in the drawdown, but I personally, I like having a sell stop here, right? While that candle's making its top wick, I don't really want to be in the drawdown, right? For that candle to make its move up before coming down. I'd rather just get involved in the trade as it shows the signs of breaking the low. So that's the difference. And again, there's no better, right? So it's like, do you want to be in the buy position here with a stop below, and then you're in the buy position as candle comes down to make a lower wick? It's fine. You hang out in this drawdown, and then as price flips, you're in the trade, right? But the other thing you run here too, the risk you run is that price never flips up, right? And it just drives down, and it really doesn't give you any sort of like room to even manage the trade. So yeah, while this candle's making that low, I'd rather not be in yet, right? I'd rather be sitting right up here with a buy stop or something to go in and not sit through that drawdown. So everyone's different, and again, there's no better. There's none of that, right? Because what's going to happen on trades where price doesn't make a lower wick, right? Then I'm going to miss that move, right? I'm not going to participate in that. So let's say this candle closes, and I'm like, all right, perfect. If we get a lower wick here, we can get in the trade, but it doesn't give you a lower wick. So I missed that move, but that guy or girl who entered on the open, they're in that, right? But at the same time, you got to realize, like, when that candle opens, if you're now in, right, while I'm not in the trade, while you're in drawdown and potentially getting stopped out, I'm not in that trade yet, right? So again, which one's better? None, right? None. Because some days I'm going to make my move, and I'm going to kind of be right about that. Some days, like right here, I'm going to be wrong. Not wrong, but I'm not going to get a chance to get in, right? So there is no right or wrong. It's just which one's going to work more probability-wise. And I found that waiting gives us much more of a confirmation. That waiting guarantees us a higher probability. I think Raja would probably say that himself too. I believe his win rate's like 60% or something. Again, makes a ton of money. But maybe that's one of the reasons why we have just a little bit of a higher win rate, 75-ish, because we wait on some of those opportunities and we don't really get in impulsively like that too much. So we're big on confirmations over here. Real big, real big. What's up, Green? There he is. There he is. All right, now that we popped in the zone, now we can talk about potential pullbacks. So we'll see. 1 hour's calling for it. Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. So they're all different. If you let your full stop loss get hit, it could be hard to recover. That's why management is so important, and sizing into the trade is so important as well. Yeah, same thing with the whole 5-minute rule, right? Same thing with that. There's going to be times where price is perfect, closure below. We have a sell stop, right? Price kind of coming up to make this top wick. We have a sell stop. And all of a sudden, we got less than 5 minutes left on this current candle, and we delete. Some days that doesn't work, right? Some days it just drives down, right? And we miss the move in that 5 minute, kind of like NQ yesterday. But some days, and I should say more than some days, most days, you will actually get a wick down, especially with 5 minutes left, right? And then what happens is you probably close bullish back above, get stopped out, close above the range, something like this. Or you just hang out again in unnecessary drawdown, right? Where you could have waited that 3 minutes, 4 minutes, waited for the move. Instead, even if the candle does close bearish, right? Sometimes you're going to put yourself in unnecessary drawdown because now you know the next one is most likely going to come up for a top wick. So, yeah, I mean, everything is probability, right? So, again, there's no right or wrong. It's just which probability, you know, what do you see working based off your data in terms of what works more than what works less, pretty much. That's all you can really base your decision making on. Management. Yeah, it's key. Range 2? Yeah, range 2 is just when you go against the 4-hour candle. So if the 4-hour candle is bullish and you got a range, you don't want to take a sell on the first breakout, right? So if you got a range right here, a lot of times what will happen is you'll get a closure below, right? And it'll look perfect. It'll look like a beautiful, clean range to the left and all that. But what's going on the 4-hour is, you know, this candle is just making a lower wick. So as that candle makes a lower wick here, they try and do like a fake out. So what'll happen is you'll get in this sell here a lot of times, and then price will come back up, right? And back up and back up. And those 3 candles are just the move back up on this 4-hour and then the flip. So you get caught up in you're trying to go down, but the 4-hour candle is trying to go up, right? So it's not going to work. You're going against a beast at that point. So it's not as black as white. It's not. And I don't claim it to be black and white either. I mean, you know, there's so many confluences that we use, like so much correlation. It's not, you know, it's not just, hey, buy off this support or sell off that resistance. There's much more to it. And we explain it every day. You know, it's just, again, the time waits for no man. So during this time on these streams, you either pay attention, lock in, get your questions answered, and days go by. And in those days you get answers, or, you know, you just mess around, muck around and hang out and wait for signals and, you know, scroll on your phone, and then that's time going by too, but that's wasted time. That's time working against you now. So we explain it all, you know, every day, every confluence, every move, everything. Everything, man. What up, Exit Strat? How we feeling? What's up, boys? What's up, Gary? What up, Rob? What up, Alan? What's up, Daniel? Marvin in the house. Papa Trader. Big Papa, what's good? DJ, both in red. DJ Scratches, what's good, brother? What's good? What up, Roberto? What up, OGH? Stephen B in the house. Let's go. What's up, Austin? What up, Rich? Austin and Austin. The boys. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, Adrian? Nice bookshelf there. Oh, Project Toro in the house. You almost can't even fit the guy in the room. Hey, are you taking any applications for bodyguards? Yo, we might need you out in London and New York these days. You know, you never know. It's up. It's up. Gary, how you feeling? You ready to get them clubs out? Ready, man. We're ready. It's a little chilly here this week in Florida, though, so I don't know if we'll be playing too much golf. I don't know. All right, we're going to get our closures coming up here on both pairs. So let's see how we're looking. Wow, after that rejection, we popped right back up. Right back up after that. Yeah, so we'll see. You got the 4-hour candle kind of coming up to its high here. I'm looking for buys if we can break that high, close above. You got all this clean range to the left. And in terms of gold is now in our target zone. So we're going to have to either catch a nice fade back up or wait for a pullback here. Do we catch the elevator ride back up? I don't mind if we don't. We don't need to, but certainly would love to get a hold of it. Yeah, something like this would be great. Any sort of like break of the low, right? And then a nice closure, something like this. I mean, that would be perfecto. Perfecto. I'd probably go 10 lots, 10 contracts on my live account if we get that. Can we get it? 150 pip range moving back up. Can we get it? Can we get it? Yeah, does the fade work on buys too after the 4 hour has tapped target? Yeah, like I call it the inverted celery, but like I don't know. I don't want to confuse people. Like this works. So like if you can just understand the pattern, right, and the visualization of it, like if you mean like fade like that, then yes, that will definitely work. The other thing too is like if you, let's say this candle drives down a little bit steeper and maybe we kind of reject out of a zone or something like that, like something like this, right? Then maybe what we can wait for is if you get the next candle to kind of wick up like small like that, right? And then kind of reject here too. That's where we could probably take the impulsive fade, where now you kind of get in on the break of the high. So there's that wick. So let's see if that can actually do it. And then 930 potentially take us straight back up here. Yeah, I wanted to see that. So yeah, if we can get some nice rejection out of there, that'd be great. Wow, what a move on Goldie. All we needed was a top wick. We do a little fading. A little sun. I know it's only Tuesday. All right, yeah, let's see if we could break the lows. Inverted celery out of here would be great. Yeah, it would be great. It's either that or we have to wait for the pullback. So meaning if that 4 hour candle really wants to keep ripping, right, then most likely it's going to pull back real quick first and set up for 930. So, you know, the range is sitting up here at 44. So anything under that probably stays bearish for the most part. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rello Rich. You're welcome. So this now I would consider too overextended, right? But earlier, the reason why it wasn't too overextended again is because you had your 4 hour lows, right, that were breaking. You also had a brand new resistance here, right? Like clean volume candle closing below, clean traffic to the left, and again, breaking those 4 hour lows. So you have a couple little pieces in here that helps you get involved in the overextendedness of that trade. So we did plenty of, I think we've done like three webinars now on like some of these ideas, like specifically. So we know now as a group that if we're breaking the lows of the higher time frame, like the 4 hour or the daily, right, and like let's say those lows are sitting there, you're getting a lot of volume coming down, right? You got a new resistance, you get your closure, you got clean range to the left. It's okay to start taking positions in that range. But again, you have to have those higher time frames breaking the lows. Like if you look here, you had your 4 hour candle just smashing through the low right there, right? So, and then re-breaking its own low again. So you want to see stuff like that if you're going to even get involved in an overextended breakout. And then even at that point, it's not even, you know, you don't even have to do it, right? So again, if you're going to do it, you need to wait for everything to line up. In this case, we just did not have a top wick there. So got to let that one go. Got to let it go. All right, here we go. Coming back up now. So 915 could be the play here on Goldie. Holy. Yes. Yeah, yep. Yeah, the webinar did do a good job. Which counter trend setup do I like better, fade or inverted celery? Man, you been trying to make me pick one? I'm gonna tell you in a second. Let me get some answers from TradeZella, because whatever I want, who cares? Whatever I like, right? It's what does Dada like? What does Dada like? Well, I like what Dada likes. Let's see here. So what was it? The fade or the? Let's see. I like the. Wow. Sheesh. Those are both pretty damn good. So the fade has a 95% win rate over 38 trades, and the inverted celery has an 89% win rate over 54 trades. So I think they're right around. It's hard to choose, I'll be honest. They're both just incredible opportunities, especially when you're in either counter trend trading or in your targeted areas. So they're both really good, man. They're both good. I think they both are similar. Again, there's a little bit more trades on the inverted celery, 54 versus the fade, which is 37, but Yeah. I don't know. I can't pick. It's hard. It's hard. Based off the data, I guess the fade. Fade has 95. Inverted's got 89. But I personally like the inverted celery. I think it's one of my probably my favorite position to take. I'm the most confident as well when I see candles that close like that, rejection at the downside, and especially on the re-break of the high. I love these trades. Yeah, so I almost like those better than your regular onion, right? Your regular support like that. I mean, these are great too. Probably the best one in the book, but like, man, that left side is very assuring. Yeah, very assuring. What do you guys like better? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1? 2? Clinky likes 1 better. All right, all right. He said 3. 1? All right, yeah. A lot of people like the inverted, man. It's just it's got a lot of confirmation, right? You see, I told you guys it's hard to come up with 1, right? Everyone's like both, bro, both. Yeah, yeah. The one thing I like about this one is obviously the rejection, right? It kind of adds a little bit more pop to it, and then I just like when you break that high right there. I mean, man, it works well. It works well. But they're both very good. They're both very good. Let's go. Johnny Gems, which one do you like better?
Yo, man.
Here's
They both
Johnny.
look like onions. They both look like onions to me. I like them both.
He likes them. He likes them. What up,
was
Rafi?
good,
Rafi,
brother.
which one do you like better? Where's
Yo, I
Luna?
like the inverted, bro. I like the inverted.
Inverted. All right.
We sneaky. How we
Yeah.
doing, brother?
Incredible. How about you?
Blessed and grateful to be back. With the
So
winners,
blessed.
with the family.
So favored. It's raining on me. Them blessings are raining
I'll be
on
complaining out here,
me.
bro.
Blessed and highly favored, man. Another day to follow the plan. Patience and discipline. Let's
No.
run it.
Yeah, let's go.
complaining,
Love
man.
that. Love it. Let's get the boys up
Yeah.
on YouTube here.
Too blessed, too grateful to complain.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no one listening anyway,
Yeah.
right? It's like, yeah, you can complain, but no one cares.
No one cares. Yeah, literally.
Anytime
one
I went to
cares, bro.
complain to someone, I'm thinking like midway through the sentence, I'm like, this dude doesn't give a rip about anything I'm complaining about. Let me just stop.
Right. Maybe you should have kept that to
Yeah.
yourself.
Like
Maybe
some of you
should've
guys.
just tried to change your life.
Let me not say it. Let me not say it.
For real.
Which pairs
It's
do
gonna
I
be a great
trade?
day, man.
I trade gold and the NASDAQ. Gold and NQ. NQ stats are actually really good. Better than I thought. I went over the NQ stats. I think it was over the weekend. It's like I'm up 30 G's trading NASDAQ just alone. So it's actually been producing pretty well. It's got a 70% win rate. It's doing good. You know, it's doing good. We gotta obviously take more and more trades, but so far, so good here. The market doesn't care either. Exactly, it doesn't. What up, C Melly?
Does it? See Melly, what up, bro?
What
How
up,
you
Samali?
doing?
Miss you, bro.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's why I love the markets, bro. They teach us a lot about life too, because they're very similar. A lot of uncertainty in life, a lot of uncertainty in the markets. There's certain things we can't control in life. We can't control the markets. You know, like super similar.
Yup, they really do parallel. Wow, nothing on
They really
NQ
do.
there. Nothing. No closure. I thought we were gonna get a closure above. Would have thought.
Yeah,
We
man.
would have thought.
I see this flower here is bleeding on Goldie.
I know. What a melter.
I'm
What a
liking
melter.
yeah, man.
What are you looking for, Johnny Gems?
You're liking the sells and range 2 buys here? Oh yeah, I'm looking for sells and range 2 buys
Yeah,
because that flower smashed through that
I
target.
know.
So I'm like,
That's what
might
I'm
as well
thinking
look for
about the
range
buys too. Like the buys really got to be good at this point. That's what I was saying. Anything below 43, I can't touch those buys, right? Like if it stays below this level here, then yeah, I definitely need a closure above there. So whether that be the onion or the range 2, I think you're right there.
Yeah, I was really liking the buys at 77, especially with that flower being at target. But you know, it's moved a little bit further away from target right now.
Oh yeah, closure above here. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'd have been clean.
All
That's
right.
when the flower was lit. literally right at target. So like
Yeah.
was liking it more there.
So there's a couple invisible ranges here, right? So let me point them out to you guys. So I think this would be one, right? This right here would be another range that gold is working on right now. This right here would be another range, right? That gold has here as well. And then you have another range sitting down here, right? So these are the ranges. So doesn't it seem a little bit more clear now? Now, if you remain in that green zone, chances are you will continue moving bearish, right? We have all this clean range right here to the left-hand side for price to continue moving down in. So the idea is, do we just pull back, right, to create resistance in the green zone and remain bearish here, right? And remain bearish like this. Boom. So that would work, right? As long as we stay below 45, I will be open to taking those sells for that wick fill and then that continued move down for the range fill. If we jump back into that purple range, then now I will be open for buys. So whether that is on the first breakout here, whether if this candle can close above, I will be potentially open. Or let's say we don't close above, let's just say we close, you know, right at it, then we can wait for that actual resistance to form. And then now we got a clean range, right? So we got a mini range at that point within the green zone that we can trap price. Let's say it looks like this. And now we know above, we got the purple zone above to trade in to come back up, or we got the second half of the green zone here to look for those sells and that continuation. So if we can close back above in that purple zone, then these are the range 2 buys that John's talking about, I'm sure. That looks amazing, right? Take those buys right there coming out of there. Otherwise, we wait for the sells below, and that way we kind of get this thing to where it's not overextended anymore. You get a resistance to form, and then let's say a new closure below that. That's what we're looking for. So, yeah, we'll see if we can get it. Let's see what range we stay into, but that's kind of like where we're at right now.
Plan edge, trade edge, bro. That's how we do it.
Yep, 9:30 is upon us here, so let's see what we can get.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks so much easier now, right? Like, look at when you color code it, it looks amazing, right? But doesn't it, once I take all this off, boom, and I get rid of all this, it's just like, boom, back to that. So you see how, like, the way you view the market, the perspective that you view the market in really matters, right? Really matters. So I know, like, I personally see those colors, right? So I know what the colors are without having the colors up, but that's a perfect visual for those that, you know, really want to understand ranges, understand zones for what they are. Wow, nice tap of that zone. Crazy.
That's why it's so important that before you even trade, that you plan the trade that you took, right? Like the consistently profitable traders, they win on their trade before they even execute it, meaning that they planned it out beforehand, right? And that plan was super important because, like Nick said, right, you make that plan in a logical perspective, right? So once you set up that plan, you got a logical plan, a logical perspective. Now it's super easy to be patient and disciplined. Now you have a purpose, right? With your patience and discipline here today. So, man, plan the edge, trade the edge, right? That's how we do it.
So, like, knowing what you know now about the range, does that buy look that good anymore? Right? Because now what you're doing is you're low-key buying at the top of that green range. So you guys ever get into buys and it doesn't work out, it just rejects? Most likely you bought at the top of a range, right? And again, we made these ranges up, supposedly, right? Like, we just colored these ourselves, but if you look at market structure, you know, these are the ranges, right? These are where price tends to respect more often than not here today. So the reason sometimes your buy will get stopped out is because simply you're just buying at the top of a zone, right? And it's like trying to get through like a roof, like a rooftop, you know? It's like boom, 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 and it just can't do it. So it continues making its downward move. Same thing with like a sell. Like, even though this candle, let's say this candle here, that red one, right? Even though that candle would close so strong, right? What would most people think there? Sell, right? Man, strong closure. Let's take a sell. But little do they know they were selling after price had already filled the purple range. So again, that's why you'll see stuff like this where you get involved and then boom, you know, you just pop back up there. So yeah, always very, very important to understand the ranges, where they are and what you're looking at, because it's so easy to be deceived by just candles alone. If you don't really track the zones and the ranges, it gets very difficult at that point. So yeah.
Yes, sir. And candles alone, man, they're going from range to range. You know, that's how they like to move.
Exactly.
One range to the other. So those ranges are key.
And now we have filled that range. Wow, Goldie. Just showing off here today. Showing off.
Kind of like an Asian session last night on that open.
Yeah, exactly. Just a push.
Bro, Asian session tonight's about to be very good because Trump's doing that like speech or whatever. That like once a year speech the presidents do.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Asian session's going to be great.
Yeah, by the way, like this these first 2 days of the week are very like probably decision making days, and then the market should like trend up again here when red folders come back up and all that. Why ain't take the sell in the red range? Great question. I was waiting for someone to ask that. So we were looking to take the sell, but one of our rules here is that we're going to need, so you see how this candle has a top wick? We need that top wick. So you see that? There's a lack of a top wick there. Therefore, we did not enter. If that candle would have popped up, made a top wick, I would have had a sell stop right on the break of the low to go fill the wick and fill the range, the red range. Great question. Great question. So, and what's the reason? So 85% of candles have both top and bottom wicks. So that means if your candle has no top wick on it and is driving down, the probability, right? There's an 80% probability now that that trade's going to turn around. I don't want to be in trades that have an 80% chance of turning around on me, right? So for that reason, I just let it go. If it makes a top wick, then I maybe see if I can get in a little lower, and then I'm good to go. But if not, like this candle here, just let it go, just watch it move on down. Just watch it move. State of the Union's coming up tonight. Yeah, there it is.
Exactly.
I forgot the name of it.
Exactly. Yes, sir, Tristan. He definitely does speak 24/7.
He's talking right now.
But yeah, once
He's
a year,
talking
every president once a year does the State of a Union, whatever BS you want to call it, speeches that will get the markets rolling, especially Goldie, and especially during Asian session, the time of the speech.
Yeah, Asian should be good. Oh, we got Clay coming out Asian tonight, I think. Yeah, today's Tuesday.
Do I care what? Yeah, facts, bro. So even better.
All right, do we get dangerous here? Do we get risky here, ladies and gents, on this 930 potential fade? Looks like it could be heating up. We'll see. We'll see. We got the big move down for NY Open. Do we get the retracement here come NYSE Open here? We'll see. What a move down, though. What a move. We've officially filled that other range here, too. So we came down, cleaned up that whole range. Do we get risky for the bisky today? We might have to do it. We might have to do it. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
You don't, bro.
I just follow.
Yeah, Richard, that closure below 45 definitely overextended. Yup. The one below 65,
yeah.
Yeah. The one below 65 though is not overextended because you look and we create a new resistance, right? That's off a fresh resistance. And so that's the difference between like if it's not overextended and if it is overextended.
Yep. And it broke higher time frame lows, 4-hour lows right there too.
Yep. This is the easy part though of the job, right?
Easy peasy.
Just waiting for your plan to trade it.
Let's take a look at the NASDAQ here as we approach the open. Let's see. It doesn't look like we ever closed above. No, we did not. So no closure, no re-break of that 4-hour high. I don't even like the sells. Yeah, I remember on the breakdown today, I said really the only thing I'm interested in is at the moment is the buys. I can care less for sells in here. My sells are actually going to be below 79 there. If we even get there today. Because you got to think, right here, this 4-hour candle can just fluctuate, right? So there's no guarantee that that 4-hour candle really wants to turn around. It's just kind of fluctuating here. So it could still pop up and continue moving up to fill the range, or, right, it can move down for sure, but it's in a little funky area there. See how it's kind of like flipping back and forth now, like doji? See that? So, yeah. That's right, Mr. Playbook. Hey, yo, Mr. Playbook. Mr. Playbook says, as long as the playbook shows up, we pull in the trigger. That's right. That's right. I like that guy.
That's facts.
I like him. How much money you got? Hey, how are you? How many sweaty pits you got? A lot. Let's go, W. Nothing like it, Rich. Nothing like it.
Yes, sir, Rich. I love it. Way better than train alone.
Anything specific we want to do in London for the meet? Actually, I do need some help with some boots on the ground. So, yeah, would love to chat a little bit about that. We're pushing the London trip back a little bit. For those of you guys who didn't hear yesterday, we are having some conflict here, so it's going to be tough for us to all get out there in May. Just there's a lot of things that are a lot of moving pieces with a lot of individuals that want to come on this trip from the U.S. So what we're going to do is probably push it back to like July, maybe even August, and then we'll do the meetup at that point. So we got a few more months now to plan, which is dope. We probably will do some sort of a New York meetup in between that time. So anyone in New York, New Jersey, around that area, we'll keep you guys posted on that stuff too.
Oh.
It'll be Linda. Did I decide who I'll take on the elite? I actually did send one email out. I actually did decide on one person, but I will be picking 2 more individuals. Yeah, so if you guys, only serious people apply, for real. Like, only, like, you, I can't be committed more than you, straight up. So, only if you're, like, as serious as a heart attack about your dreams and goals, apply for the elite. If you're not there yet, that's okay. Just don't apply. Just don't apply. You apply when you're there. Oh, it's going to be epic, C-Melly. Let's get it. C-Melly, you going to come to New York? I think C-Melly can make the trip. I don't know. Maybe.
He definitely is coming.
Maybe.
We could play at that golf course we always wanted to play at, bro. In New York.
Oh, yeah, we can actually. Let's go. We're definitely playing that.
So, C-Melly, you pull up, bro. You already know.
We'll keep you posted.
Yep.
Let's go, boys. Wow, I find, I've got so many messages from what we talked about yesterday about the phones taking over your life. My goodness, that if you didn't raise your hand yesterday and you felt like that related to you, man, that was my DMs were filled with people talking about, wow, I never thought of it like that. The way you put it there today, like the phone actually is taking over me life, man, right? So it's like, what do we do about it, right? We have to take action, right? And really like not let the system mess with us. So here's one thing you can do. It's called a phone box, right? You create this phone box, and then, so who remembers, some of you guys remember dial-up internet? Any of you guys remember that? Dial-up, AOL, all that stuff, anyone? Remember back in the day, it was so nice. You would live your life, and then you would come home, and if you wanted to go on the computer, you would go on the computer, right? But since then, they have placed the computer in our hand, right? And we have access to it at all times. So what can we no longer do? Enjoy our life, right? Live our life, because we're now online all the time, right? So why not create something like this? I call it a phone box. Maybe even have your kids color on it and decorate it. and leave your devices in here, right? Anyone ever get caught up just scrolling, right? Just scrolling on your phone? Leave your devices in your. I got 2 phones. I got 2 messages. I got so much. I can go on my Instagram right now and answer 150 DMs. But why would I do that when I'm outside trying to enjoy my kids playing outside riding their bikes, right? Like, it's just, so why not leave the phone in a box, the good old phone box, right? And only use it when you want to go online. Let's be honest. There's not people texting you 24/7 needing you in your, you know, your uttermost, like, fastest response, right? And if there is, okay, that's a little bit different. But in most of our cases, we got nothing going on. We just literally open the phone and look at it for no reason whatsoever and get lost in some sort of scrolling for a couple minutes or a couple hours or a couple days for some of you guys, right? So why not, you know, take steps to limit it? Don't let the robot take over your life, right? So I don't know, just something I thought about, something I'll be doing, and just, you can get caught up. You know, you can certainly get caught up using that phone way too much and not even using it as a phone, just literally, I don't know, on social media pretty much, right? So yeah, why not?
Turning notifications off and turn the sound off.
5-minute toilet breaks turn into 45 minutes. Yeah, facts.
Literally.
Yeah, for real. And that's wasting your life. So, like, the one thing that I'm afraid of is you go all these years and you go, oh my God, I stared at my phone. Like, I didn't even do anything. Or like your kids, you know, the only reason your kids want to jump on a phone or a tablet or a device is because they see mommy and daddy do that, right? But if they see mommy and daddy reading or, you know, doing something else that's productive, working out, exercising, right, they're probably going to want to do that too. So it's really whatever, you know, again, someone asked about leadership earlier. How do we spell leadership, gang? How do we spell it? EXAMPLE, leadership, right? So, you know, your kids are watching, whether you know it or not. And why don't you give them your face instead of the back of your phone's face? Because I want you to view it from their angle, right? If they're younger than you and you always have your phone out, guess what they see more than your face? The back of your stupid phone, right? So it's really disrupting a lot of families, a lot of people's lives. It's not talked about too much, right? But we'll talk about it. We're not afraid to talk about it here. It's a straight up scam, right? And by the way, the algorithm here, anyone ever do this? Well, but by the way, the algorithm these days, you used to be able to see people that you followed, like actually people that you followed and you knew. Now you don't see that. You see things that you are interested in, right? Interested in, because they know what they're doing, right? The algorithm is tied now to what you're interested in. So you go on your phone and you go, you know what? It's all good. I'm learning about consciousness, right? But you're too unconscious learning about consciousness to actually tap into consciousness. Does that make sense? Right? So you're too busy learning about it and not too busy actually living in it, right? And again, that's by design, right? The Matrix understands that they need your attention. Right? So, of course, if you like baseball, you're going to see a bunch of baseball, right? Of course, if you like nice cars, they're going to show you that. Of course, if you're interested in studying consciousness, it's going to show that to you, right? So there's a reason for that, gang, right? They want you sitting there scrolling on it and not actually applying what you're learning. So that can easily be an excuse. Well, I'm going on there and I'm learning something. But are you? Are you? Because are you learning something that you don't know yet? I don't think so. I think you're just regurgitating information and making it sound good, right? I do that sometimes. So, man, it's something to pay attention to. Something to pay attention to.
Yeah, bro.
You're consuming, and never digesting.
Yep. Yeah. By the way, yes, this is your sign to put the phone down, dude. After I said that, you kept scrolling. You got a problem. Houston, we've got a problem, right? There's a problem going on, and not a lot of people are talking about it or paying attention to it. So we'll have to raise a little bit of awareness here.
I really like the phone box, bro. I'm going to be doing that.
Phone box,
that's the best thing to do, bro. Make it so hard to lose that it becomes easy to win, bro. Get that thing out of here.
Make it so hard to lose.
You don't even have the option to doom scroll if it's nowhere by you. Yep.
Exactly. And by the way, it's freeing. It really is. You go without your phone for 2 hours, it's amazing. It feels good.
All of a sudden, you have a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, wow, I got time now.
Like, oh, wow,
cool.
I have so much time.
You're tapped back into reality.
You're like, what should I do with the day? Let me go look at my phone.
So
No, don't look at the phone. Remember, we're not looking at the phone, right? So yeah, just you got to be conscious of it. It's like the path, right? You got to walk the path, and in the beginning, it's going to be very overgrown. It's going to be weedsy. It's going to be bushy, and the more you walk it, the smoother it gets. So the more you apply, the easier it becomes. Yo. Yes,
Love
pizza
it.
1821. Yes, whatever's going on is I guess so.
Damn, pizza sounds really good right now.
Everyone gets the same 24 hours, baby. How are we gonna use them?
Yep. Yo, damn, Austin, bro, it must be the shirt, man.
All right, we got
Damn.
37 seconds here. What are we doing? So the 4 hour has like officially tapped here now. So we got a big push down the 4 hour. The question is, does 930 pull us back? The 1 hour is rejecting, the 30 minutes rejecting, the 15 is going to close bullish. I may be interested on the ride back up here, ladies and gents. So let's see if we can get an opportunity to get a lower wick. Partial break even is definitely at 44 for me, and then we'll see if we can get back up to 63 to give that candle a little bit of a top wick. But we are really rejecting now. That 1 hour candle looks like if it breaks the high, it should pop here. So let's see what we get. Not the best closure on the 30. 15 gives us some sort of like support, but man, we need like a flip up and then a re-break of the low. Like we need some confirmation here.
Yeah. Yeah, see, 4 hour tapped into that level too.
Yeah, 4 hour
That
tapped
was this
nicely.
level.
Yup. So let's see.
5120, whatever. Yeah.
Which one?
I said tap that resistance. Sorry, I think it's like 5120.
Yeah,
on the
it
4
did.
hour.
Yup.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's go. Don't leave without us here. Don't leave without us. I need a better wick with that previous 30-minute candle. I just can't. So if we get a better wick,
Who cares if
that'll
it
be
drops?
great. Yeah.
Oh.
Bum.
30 minutes sketchy.
Sketchy. And sometimes that's going to be deceiving on the 15. The 15 will trick you up, right? And then that 1 hour will start to head down again. So we really do. I mean, we should be really waiting for buys above 51, but I think we can get away with this, but we need a better lower wick than that.
Yep. Worst thing comes to worst, bro. We wait on the 30-minute closure. Really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Atomic Habits is a great read. Yeah, that is a good read. Yeah, I did like that book. Multitasking at the job, listening. Yeah, nice, man, nice. Those would be the times you talk about when you're hanging out on the beach, right? Having a nice, relaxing conversation with a friend, talking about, man, remember when we were listening to the Time to Eat Trading YouTube live stream? We were at work and trying to pay attention and all this, it's just enjoy your moments like that. By the way, take as many pictures as you possibly can of some of those times, right? That way you can look back and kind of see how far you've come, right? It's amazing. All right, well, here's our steeper lower wick. Can we push down a bit? Bump. What's the stoppies looking like here? Oh, 183 pips? Not going to happen.
Normal as hell.
Not going to happen.
I'm not bad. I like the 30-minute better anyways.
What did you say, John? You like what?
I said I like the 30-minute better anyways.
Yeah, 30 closure. The only main
confirmation.
reason is 930 here, a lot of volume, so but
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
I
If
feel
it
that
wasn't
too.
if it wasn't 930 then
Yep.
let me see something here. All right, yeah, man. So we did make a lower wick. We have this level here, so I don't want to execute right at that level. So yeah, I think we gotta wait here. Yeah, let's see how this. So once this 15-minute candle closes, I think if we can close above 45 there, then 930 or 945 should be good to take us up. So, but it's gonna be a little dangerous getting in below 45. Below 45. We're buying at the top of the green range, right? We don't want to do that.
Think about it too.
Give me
It's
one
like
second. I just gotta send a message real quick.
you think about it too. It's like no harm could be done when you don't take a trade. So it's like you're not sure, you're not convinced. The best thing you could do is not take a trade instead of taking the trade, because taking the trade can cost you, but not taking the trade doesn't cost you anything. So if you don't got that convincing feeling, just keep being patient. None wrong with that. Less is more. No, I'm not trying to take trades. I'm trying to take the best trades, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well.
Yep. The best trades. Let's take a look at NQ here on the open. We got a blader. NQ. Look at that. Just when you thought you would move up there, break that 4-hour high, this 4-hour candle comes straight back down. Yeah, daily bearish too here. So we'll see what we do, because this is a very like wicky area on the daily as well. So yeah, you never know. We might be getting moves outside of that range too. But we got to wait. Unfortunately, we can't do it much here at 9:30 today. Not much at 9:30.
Caught some nice pips in London session.
Yep.
You seen that?
Yep. Yeah, it was celery play, right?
Yep, celery. They're 15 celery, 30 onion.
Boom, boom, boom. 50% discount. Yo, I'm trying to see what's up. I think you're gonna start to see some firms come out with their own like Project X, pretty much here in the next like couple weeks. So you're gonna see a lot of firms with different platforms coming up, which should be pretty good for us. Cause yeah, I don't know. I don't hear the greatest things about Tradeovate. I really don't. Has anyone watched this guy long enough to confirm he is legit?
Yes,
there
sir.
might be a few
I've watched
people.
him my whole life. Literally my whole life I watched him. Dude's legit as hell.
Too legit. Too legit. Been playing with wealth charts. Been really liking it. Okay, I don't think I've heard of it, but sounds good. I'll have to look at it. Do we have a promo code for Lucid? We're gonna try and get one. Yeah, we're gonna try and get one. Can you share the London trade? Yeah, maybe John can send it over. Screenshot.
Alright, bet. Yes, sir. I'll send it in. Give me one moment.
Which firm do I use? I use Top One and I used Top Step. So I like Top Step for charting and all that, and then Top One, and then I also trade my live account too. So yeah. Goldie coming back up here. Did we get a closure above at 945? Let's see. If we remain below, then we might continue bearish. Like something like this.
I'm with it.
We'll see. We'll see. He only. Oh yeah, I only have 1,000 live streams. Yeah. Go check out the live streams. Yeah, we never claimed to be the best or the biggest or the smartest or the sharpest or the most handsome or any of that. We just do our thing here. We just let the results really do the talking and show up every day, trying to answer questions, trade well, and make some money here. Make some money.
That's the best part about TT, bro. Everything is documented, bro. You can just look back at the live streams.
Yep. I'm really not one of those guys that like works extra hard to like impress the viewers or like impress the people watching and hoping that everyone stays. Like I'm just really not that guy, you know? So I just show up here every day. I have a camera on me and I just speak my thoughts out loud and take the trades, explain them, and you know, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but I think we win a little bit more than we lose, and that tends to work out well.
First step of a successful trade, you need an edge, man. You need something that puts the odds in your favor over time. And that's what we got here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the market fluidity. I don't think I ever gave it to you guys yet. Perfecto. Yeah, I'll put it out later today. I gotta go sign in and get the link and all that, but I'll have a link with Dominion Markets, which is, as you guys know, that was my favorite broker to use. Is forex broker. So anyone overseas outside of the U.S., that's probably the #1 recommended like forex broker I would use. And we have a code now where you can pay, I think, no commissions or something like that. Yeah, I'll get the code later today, and then I'll send it out to you guys. All right, there goes Goldie. There she goes. Head and shoulders, I don't know because I don't trade head and shoulders, so I'm not the best guy to ask about that one. I'm not the best guy. Oh, you sent
the
it?
Chat. Yep.
All right, let's take a look. London. All right, here we go.
Let me resend it. All right, you got it. Cool.
Yeah, nice. So you had like inverted celery type of deal, rejection out of there, break of the high, stops kept below the low. Yeah, nice.
Yes, sir. Close flat resistance.
Sweet. Yeah, good push. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was
beautiful.
good. Simple stuff. How to get it. How to execute it.
2:30 in the morning.
2:30 in the morning. While others are sleeping.
Up like he's broke. Everyone's sleeping like they rich.
That's facts, bro. What's up with that, man? I don't know.
They got it flip-flopped. The Matrix flipped it on them.
You guys are sleeping on opportunity.
Sleeping on.
Keep sleeping.
Dang, Goldie. Goldie. All right, let's look at NQ here. Gold's wow. Oh my goodness. Damn NQ. Oh my god. Lethal. Do we get the close? Do we break the 4-hour high here again? That would be nuts. I don't think I want anything to do with this candle. That's crazy. We're gonna get a 4-hour closure here in about 20 minutes too. Damn. What a move. The open just throwing price around here today.
Seriously.
All right, we'll see what we do here. We got a 30 closure, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4-hour closures all coming up. So that 1 hour support actually looks clean too for that 4 hour to make a nice top wick here as well. We'll see.
Yeah. What do you think about 30 closures above 45?
30 closures above. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
That'll be the 1 hour closing just like that.
Yes, sir. We're going to get a 4-hour closure here too in 20 minutes.
Buys above.
Big 4-hour closure, you know, we're kind of like at support right now, so.
Yep. Good move up. Good move up here on gold. That 30 minute though. At 30 was not the greatest.
Nope.
What about the 15-minute celery right now, but the bias is against it? 15-minute? Oh, the break of these lows? Yeah, I wouldn't do it here. Just because you've like really officially tapped like your 4-hour target at this point. You see how you got like all this stuff over here that we tapped into? So you really tapped. So yeah, I wouldn't do the sell right now. Maybe let this 4-hour close, right? You get a bearish 4-hour closure, wait for the top wick on the next one, and then you can sell. And the sells will be much better from way up here, right? If the 4-hour actually closes below that range, then yeah, you could look for the sells again. Dun, 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 dun. No edge equals no money. Been sleeping in the office? Let's go, Rob. Let's go.
Love you, Rob.
Are you even like on your game if you aren't like falling asleep at the desk here and there?
Isn't everyone supposed to be grinding right now? Like,
yeah. Isn't everyone like falling asleep at their desk?
I love it. Let's go. Up late, up early, right, Rob? Go.
Hey Nick, I really want to be a profitable, successful trader, but you know, I know Asian session starts at 8. I usually try and get to bed by 9. Well, dude, you're gonna have to stay up a little bit later, there, buddy. You have to stay up a little bit later. How bad do you really want to leave your job? It sounds like you can't wait to get to bed to go work tomorrow.
Yeah, for real.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah.
What you talking about,
brother? Have you ever heard about the word sacrifice? Like Gotta sacrifice, bro.
I'm exhausted. Really? Really? You're a young single guy. You woke up at 8. You went to bed at 9. How are you tired? You don't even have kids. Look at Philippe. He's up grinding.
Oh, snap, look at that shirt.
Bro, while you're making
Nice,
excuses, Philippe is grinding. That's what I said, man. While these day traders out here are up like they're broke, the brokies are sleeping like they're rich. It's crazy.
Literally.
It's crazy.
Doesn't make sense. It should be the opposite.
It just doesn't add up, John. It just doesn't add up.
It doesn't, bro. The math ain't mathin'.
Math ain't mathin'. Yeah, I
But
don't know
hey,
about you guys, but man, when I was on my grind, like, sheesh, for years and years, I probably got like, I mean, I still probably only get like 4 hours of sleep, probably since I'm like 20, 21 years old. Some of y'all be sleeping like 8, 9 hours. Damn, but you got like a couple $1 million buried in the backyard that you didn't tell anyone about?
Right?
Sleeping 8, 9 hours a day.
Got some investments or something?
Wow, my goodness.
Bro, but for real though, you're either obsessed or you're average, bro. And if you're obsessed, then you shouldn't even want to sleep, because you should be so obsessed that like you're not even tired to go to sleep. You're just obsessed with winning and achieving your goals, right? So
Yo, yeah, honestly, I didn't even want to sleep. And when I was sleeping, I couldn't wait to get up, So that's how you know you're working off passion, right? Because me, I don't even want to go to bed. I want to stay up. And when I'm sleeping, like when the morning time comes, like I'm ready. I don't sit there like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed. I used to do that when I was like a brokey and a mediocre guy and just an average individual that was slave to the matrix, right? But not anymore. Not anymore. Now I'm up. Boom, let's go. Let's get this day started. There's a whole day ahead of us. We got to make the most out of it. We got to make the most out of it, baby.
What's so good about sleep? Like,
Brian Johnson would like to have a word with me. Yes, you are. You are right. You are right. And I think there's seasons too, right? Because again, this is when you're in the hunt, when you're hungry, when you're, building your foundation and whatnot. I think later in life you can chill out. You got to earn it though. You got to earn those seasons.
Facts, bro.
Not everyone could just sleep 20 hours a day like Brian Johnson, Hey, man, I'm going to live to 150. Yeah, but you slept the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
Good. What was the point?
That made no sense, right?
All right, yeah, you lived to 120, but you literally slept your entire life.
Right, bro?
So.
To live life, you got to live it, bro. You can't be sleeping.
Your body needs at least 8. I mean, a 7, yeah, 7, 8, 7, depends on who you listen to, 6, 5, 9, yeah.
You keep saying that, you keep saying I need 8 hours of sleep. I'll keep getting 4 hours and, keep making tons of progress in my life, feeling fun.
Yup. Keep listening
honestly,
and I'll keep running.
I feel great, bro. I'm probably more awake than some people out here who got more sleep than me, so I think that's all a scam, all a myth, bro.
Like I always say, if you wake up tired, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
15-minute entry? Not really. We wanted this candle to close like at least towards the bottom of the range here, so we just gotta wait. I'll be waiting on the 1 hour closure here in 12 minutes. 30 closures coming up, 1 hour, 4 hour, everything. Everything, man. Some people do great with 6, others need 9. Yeah, that's true. I mean, my kids sleep a good amount of hours too. Damn, they sleep. Wow, they sleep like 10, 11 hours, the kids. So obviously the younger you are, if you're a 30, 25 to 45-year-old male, I don't really think you're going to need too much sleep. I think it's time to work. Time to get out there and get it done.
Yep.
Brian Johnson. Shout out to Brian Johnson. Noob's been awake for 20 hours. Let's go, Noobs. No excuses.
Let's go, Noobs. Grinding. Hell yeah, Noobs.
Yes, that's true. I think kids need the most sleep. Probably kids and old people. Old people are always sleeping.
Of course, when you're a kid, you need sleep.
It's just different. It's, well, what are you hunting for? Me, I'm in the Super Bowl of my own life. Every day we're in the game, like EA Sports. So every day is something exciting for me and something to work towards and build up to. So yeah, I mean, I'm participating in the greatest sport ever, life. You know, some people got to wake up and realize, yo, you're living, dude. You're living. It's time to participate in life a little bit, you know?
For real.
Oh, many cognitive side effects. Do I look like I'm struggling from a cognitive standpoint?
Yeah, bro. I want to hear some of these side effects.
I slept
bro.
4 hours last night. I'm on it. I don't even. I'm like, man, I don't even want to go to bed later. Like, I'm ready.
Same, bro. Literally 4 hours of sleep, bro. I want to hear those side effects because I'm feeling great.
The best part about 4 hours is that you feel like your head hits the pillow and then it's back up. You never stay down too long to get too comfortable, you know? You start creeping past like 8 hours, man, it gets comfy in that bed.
Oh.
Back start hurting, start feeling groggy.
Right? Quality over quantity too, right? I mean, if I get 5 hours of quality sleep and you get 8 hours of unquality sleep, I mean, like, I'm going to feel more well rested and more energetic tomorrow, so it's all about how you do it, really. I like to prepare myself for good sleep as well, you know? So.
All right, no one sleep tonight, all right? If you're a real winner. Just kidding. Put a little extra sleep on the weekend? Yeah. Honestly, I forgot, like, weekends even exist. I feel like every day is just the same day. I don't have, like, different hours on the weekends and stuff. Outside of, like the live stream, everything just still remains the same. All right, 9 minutes.
Baiting all the people who love sleep.
Everyone that loves sleep is like, I don't know about these guys.
Yeah, you know, it's whatever, bro.
There's a couple tricks. You can like stint your like eyeballs open. You see? There you go. There you go. You could also like, you know, go for a ride and just have the windows completely down.
Yep.
Do I have a stand-up desk? I do. I don't think you guys have ever seen me sit. I was actually thinking about streaming in the other office today where I can sit down a little bit, but we did not. Maybe tonight's Asian session. NQ, let's take a look. Gold is setting up here on the 1 hour. Yo, NQ's gone. Like, this is crazy. Crazy. All right, how much time we got? 8 minutes. All right, let me get some water and stuff, and I'll be right back.
Ready.
Boom, boom. Magnus, Clinky's in the building.
Magnus.
What up,
hey, how are you?
Biking.
Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, Sam Capital's here.
The boys.
Wait, oi!
Oi! And how you doing?
Where'd Magnus go?
He's raising his hand.
There he is. Ding! There he is. All right, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Magnus, great to see you, brother. How you feeling? Looking great, bro. Looking great. Get this guy unmuted.
Nice.
Someone unmute this guy. All right, I'll be right back, boys.
Yo.
Hey, how are you?
I got a question here.
Oh, BRB.
Yes, sir. My question is, how you feeling, boys?
Blessed,
Dude.
bro. Blessed.
Amazing, bro. Blessed and highly
Incredibly
favored.
blessed.
Lovely, man. Lovely.
Literally.
Let's go. New day here.
Hell yeah. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Incredible.
I seen you got that fade too.
Full pockets.
Exactly, bro. I got
This with
bro.
full pockets.
Pocket, yes sir.
Fresh fade here, maybe a fade here. We'll never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
As long as we look good, feel good, and got full pockets, bro, life is great.
Yeah. Exactly.
Bro, Philippe, man. Looking fly. Chat, damn.
Yo, for real.
Philippe upgrade his TTE merch, I see. Nice. Yeah, man. W London session today, bro.
Yeah, fire session.
Fire, bro. Pre-London for the W.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
Yo.
What's up, Roberto? Good morning, good morning. Again. Ah, fire. Took that payout in London, then got the fresh cut. Yeah.
That's how it works, man.
Bro. For real.
Trains the
Yeah,
tool.
London was nice. Yep.
So I'm happy I was in London, bro. I caught some pips. You know, if the markets don't want to give me anything here in New York, I got them in London, so it was worth it.
There you go.
Exactly, bro. For real. It doesn't even matter here.
Yeah, bro.
But let's see if you get it. So
Yeah.
nice.
Definitely still can. We got a 4-hour closure coming up too here.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a big 4-hour closure here. Are we gonna close
Interesting.
below support or at support? That's very important.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yo, damn, shake and bake. Damn, bro. Why don't you start feeling blessed and highly favored, man? Your perceived reality is more real than reality itself, bro. The mind doesn't know what's true or not, you know, it just knows what you tell it. So
It's
everything
like a
originates back in
supercomputer.
those thoughts. Yeah. I'd go back and go try to change my perspective on certain things in life, right? Like have an abundance mentality, a win-win mentality. I try to have a perspective that looks at the glass half full, not half empty, right? So, I mean, you know, you gotta exercise that too. But yeah,
Definitely. Joel, limited time OG in Clubhouse join page. That is just for a limited time right now that we have an offer of coming back to the OG price because we have to do a migration almost onto WAP instead of only Discord. So running everything through WAP and it would take too much time to like make all the discount codes and all that. So it's just for a limited time that we have the price. That was the OG price. So it's exactly the same.
yo, get that OG price.
OG. Clinky! What's up, Andre?
Mm.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, no way. No way,
Yeah.
Lucas. What's up, man? Maggie.
Yo, Andre, bro.
Yo, that picture of
I do
me,
not wanna see
like
that.
AI with long hair, that's Maggie. This ain't Maggie here.
That's Maggie.
I think we got something wrong here.
That's like a girl named too, Maggie.
Yeah, for real. Like,
Yeah. I knew a girl with that name, Maggie. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like kind of similar to yours. What the hell? How do you
if
join the
there's a
clubhouse?
girls only giveaway, my name is Maggie now.
John, Alea wants to know who's Maggie.
Maggie. I don't. She
John,
don't
who
know.
is it?
Who's Maggie?
Some girl from middle school, bro.
John's there, Magnus, and Rafi.
Some girl from middle school.
Hey, everyone.
How do you join the clubhouse?
Some girl from middle school.
In the link.
Good morning, good morning.
The link in the description below. You can
Okay.
join the clubhouse. You can also join a TT website and check out our free Discord. Check out that link in the description below.
You want to say hi?
Hey, Lele.
Sorry.
Good morning, good morning.
Dinosaur. Wow.
Dinosaurs.
Morning.
Rah! Tell them. Tell them dinosaurs, baby. All right. They're all watching on the TV out there. They're like, hey, can we get on the screen? Can we get on the screen? All right, you little rascals. Come on.
They're on the big screen TV.
Come on. Of course, you know who's coming next. Hey, how are you, buddy?
Peekaboo.
Say hey, everyone.
Wait, what is that?
Give him a big.
Baby, I do.
Say, gata, 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 gata.
Baby, I do.
What's going on, champ?
Tell him.
Busy.
Give me 5.
What'd
give
you
me
learn
5.
about yesterday?
Give me
So
5.
funny.
Banana.
Uh-huh. Tell him what you learned yesterday. There's John and Magnus. Okay, say bye, everyone. Say have a great day. Be fruitful and multiply, tell him.
I love this.
He was
kid.
just pointing at John.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's like, you're the
Yo,
man, bro.
me too.
You're the man. You know that, right? You're the man. Alright, say
You're
bye,
the man.
everyone.
You're the man,
is
bro.
best.
Say bye-bye.
I'm the
No,
man, but you're the man.
he's so funny, dude.
I know. Bro, when I'm at Nick's house, like late at night, and he's about to put the kids to bed, and Kingston goes up to sleep, he's like standing at the top of the stairs. I'm like, good night, Kingston. He's like, and he's just like doing this for like, he just does this, bro, till Nick gets him. So, could be there for some time.
Nah, that's funny.
Or he'll just raise his hand like, or he'll wave like this.
Dude's a man funny.
I don't know. Bro.
Yo, he is so funny.
And he points a lot. He's like,
Bro, Kingman's the best.
he really is.
Dinosaur. Maverick loves dinosaurs. Man said dinosaurs. Rah! Alright, here we go. We got some volatility. Volatility.
Pop it up
So
and
we got a
down.
new 4-hour candle. So we're gonna need a little bit of a wick up, and then maybe if we could break the lows, right, and then come back up and re-break this high. That's not too bad at all. So we'll
Bro,
see.
for
We
real,
have
look
the
at the
closures
15.
above and 15 celery, so not bad at all. Let's see if we can get a decent like move down here, like a re-break of that 4-hour low. The last thing we want to do is take a sell with no top wick on that 4-hour. So let's see if we can at least break the low and then possibilities to enter in here. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Can we catch the top wick on this 4-hour? Hopefully we can get a top wick up to like 64, right? I mean, that would be lovely. So we'll see. We'll see. 1 hour looks good. 30 looks good. Let's kind of just re-look at this here. So again, 4-hour close below. We've been moving down for quite some time. We could still move down, but we're expecting a bit of a top wick, right? Up to like 65, 67-ish, right? So 4-hour looks good. 1 hour also closed bullish. So we have a support here now on the 1 hour time frame. You have a 30-minute time frame that also closed pretty good bullish here as well. 15-minute not looking too bad. So we can wait on the 15-minute like inverted celery idea and then be able to take the buys on the break of the highs again at 47, or we can actually just get in right here off of this 30-minute. So yeah, I think the 30-minute looks pretty good to me. Let me measure the stops here. Stops are going to be about 150, 111. I don't know. It just depends here. Yeah. May have to do a slight bit of waiting, because look, if that 4-hour candle breaks the high here and just pops up and comes back down, we'll be in pretty big trouble pretty quickly. So
yeah.
let's see if we can actually break the highs first. Worst case, we can set the buy stops on the break of 56 here. But it will be nice if we can kind of pop up real quick, break the high, and then like, you know, flip back down, so we're not getting in on the original, like the first break of the high here. Does that make sense? Does anyone have a question on that? Do you know why we're doing that? Right, because that 4-hour candle, if it doesn't have much of a lower wick, right? So the 4-hour candle looks like this. You got a closure, and now it just looks like this, right? So what you want to see is you want to see a break of it, and then like a kind of little bit of a fluctuation back down, because that first initial break may just be meant to give this candle like a little bit of a wick before coming back down very quickly too, right? So that's the reason we don't really want to get caught up right here if that candle is just going to make its own like top wick, right? So we don't want to get stuck in that and then price drives down. So let's see if we can get one official break first, maybe some fluctuation, or maybe even get a celery play here, which would probably be in our best interest, right? So we let that candle close, and then we take the sell here, or take the buy here. But I'm open if the candle breaks the highs here to, you know, set like a buy stop at that point, let it fluctuate a little bit and then enter, or we can wait for the other option. It just depends on what the candle does and how we break this high here.
Yeah, maybe even a 15 just closing like inverted celery there.
Yo, that would be perfect. That would be like,
Yeah.
if we consider A, B, C in terms of risk, that would be A.
Definitely.
So we'll see. What strategy do I use? Been watching you for a while, still not sure. You're probably not sure because I don't think there's like a name for it. So it's not one of these like big popular strategies. I don't even know what to call it. I just trade
Just
yeah,
TT.
just trade candlesticks.
Transaction.
I try and correlate the time frames the best I can. I pay close attention to the bars, right? To the candlesticks and itself. I don't really view the market like this ever, you know, from a like a macro point of view. I'm very zoomed up. I'm paying attention to candles. I'm paying attention to time frame correlations. So I don't know. I don't think it has a name or anything, but that's what we do. I think like 90% of people out there trade some form of like ICT, or like they learn ICT and then they just like repackage it and call it something different.
Definitely.
And then they sell it for $1,000. Hey, want to learn my strategy?
Grail of trading.
Iced tea.
Yo, mate, I think we just trade TW and BW.
There you go. There you go. Shoulders and toes. All right, let's see how we do on the
Schmear.
Schmear. Yeah, we trade the Schmear. Let's see how we do on the break of this high here. And then again, if we can break the high and come up towards like 51 and then float back down, I'll have a buy stop on the re-break of it. The re-break.
And trade, that's wild.
Come on, Goldie. All right, well, there's the
Go.
break. So let's see if we can like flip back bearish now. And if we can, then I'm going to have a buy stop here. Because again, that break originally right now could just be for that 4-hour candle to move up to just run straight back down. So let's see if we can flip bearish again, come back down. We'll have a buy stop right on the break of the highs and go from there. Yeah, this would have been ideal, or this still could be ideal. Yeah, like that celery type of play above be perfect.
Any reason you changed your range a bit? Like,
yeah, and avoided this
you get that
because
closure
now we
above
have
resistance.
reasons for the 4-hour to actually move up, right? To create that steeper top wick up to 67. So that's why I want to wait for it to break and then, you know, get in from there. All right, let's see where we go here. We kind of missed that re-break right there, but what we can do here, I like this too. You know, you have this clean move up for 200 pips. So even if this candle can close bullish, we can have a buy stop here, right? It's no big deal to not get in on this original candle here at 10 a.m. The 10:15 candle as well works very well here, right? Because we can play this onion slash celery play here, right? For a cleaner move, we'll have probably a better stop loss at that point too, and then we can run up to here. So let's see. Let's see.
Sounds good.
Yeah, not bad. 7 minutes for that. We'll see if price wants to wait. Boom, boom, boom. Took the payout in London. Oh yeah, you got. Damn, I'm way back on the comments here. Jeffrey, just email us. Send us an email today, and we'll get everything actually fixed up for you today, so that way you don't have to wait for the first week of March. Got you. All right, cool. Let's hang tight. Let's wait on this closure. If the 15 can close bullish like this, or even bullish above, we got some opportunities here. How many contracts are you allowed on Top Step? I think 5 MGC max. There is an FVG. Okay. What should I do? What should I do about that? What should I do about that? The 4-hour rebreak of the highs. Yeah, so like you don't want to execute off the first break, especially when the wick is right here, because that first break may just want to create the like a actual top wick for this 4-hour candle, right? So if the candle's going to want to move down, it's going to create a top wick, right? And then look to fill the wick. So we don't really want to get caught in that. And I think on that first break, you're gonna, you get caught in that, or you could get caught in that. So that's the only reason. It's just a little bit more caution, waiting for better, just a better idea to move up, being that this 4-hour candle technically is still bearish, right? But again, I can totally see us coming straight up to these highs here to create that top wick. So that's kind of like what we're looking to anticipate, the buy into 65.70 there, and then take some partials from that point. And now I can see the 4-hour candle actually running up too, because, we kind of tapped into these targets and all that. So, there's a high chance that not only are we going to make a top wick here, but we may actually just move bullish, right? We need a little bit of a pullback as well. Something that would look really good on this 4-hour chart would be like a couple bullish candles now. Something like this, come into that range, right? And then if the downtrend wants to continue, then, it forms its resistance from there, and that's kind of like market structure at play. So yeah, so in the meantime, right, before this sell plays out, if we want to get into a trade, we gotta somehow find a doorway in on the longs here, right? So that's what we're trying to do. What's the TP? There is no TP. No TP yet, but I think partials is going to be good at 66, and then yeah, again, you might see a move all the way up towards like 97 here. But we got just a few minutes left on the 15, so we'll see if we hang tight. 4 minutes left, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I would delete it anyway now, even if I had the celery play ready to go. I would delete now anyway, just because we're under 5 minutes. What firm do I recommend to use? I have used Top 1, but the 5-minute rule sucks. I would go like FTM. So it sounds like you're still trading on the forex side of things. So I would go with like FTMO, maybe even Dominion Funding. One of those two I would probably recommend. How often do you stretch rules and not break them? So like bending the rules, yeah, like not too often, but I will when I have to, right? When I have a really good read on price and I understand like, a little bit more, if there's a little bit more confluence, I'll bend it a little bit. But look, how am I able to bend it successfully is the question, right? How come when I bend my rules, I tend to win, but when someone else bends them or breaks them, they don't win? So looking back on my trading career so far, I think the main reason I'm able to do that so well is because for 2.5 years, I traded this playbook by the book, meaning I didn't bend. It had to be perfect, right? For me to execute and get involved. Now, what happened is over the course of that 2 to 5 years, I got to observe. Right? I got to observe the markets, because you do know when you're in the markets all the time, you don't observe the markets because you're just running off emotion and feeling and how much money you make or how much money you're losing, blah, 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 blah. So every time the playbook didn't line up perfectly, I would stay out. And while I was staying out, I got to realize when certain things worked, right? When they didn't, when you can bend the rules a little bit, when you can kind of bank on some other confirmations. But I wouldn't have understood that had I been trying and attempting to get in it all the time. See, the only reason I've gotten so good at it is because I've watched it without being involved in it, so I can actually study it. So now, 5 years later, I can bend the rules slightly, a little bit. Like, let's say we're looking for a support like this, but we only get it like this, right? And there's just certain things that I know in terms of like other confluences that we can count on. So it's called intuition a little bit, experience. But look, I don't get that unless I stick to the playbook by the book for, that 2-year period. That 2-year period taught me a lot. I missed a lot of moves then, but I catch them now. You heard that? I was willing to miss a lot of moves back then so I can have fun and make money catching them now. But again, if I was tied up and trying to get into all those moves, then I wouldn't have been able to study them. Because I've been able to study them, now I've been able to be pretty precise with them. Are you willing to miss some moves to study them?
That's also, it's also known as like intuition, right? So.
Staying out the markets so I can see the markets. Yeah, I like that. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute, Johnny
100%.
Gems.
This looks good here.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, how are ya?
Hey, how are ya?
Asian should be nice today. We got Clay from Top One Futures. I think he's pulling up tonight. I think I talked to him on Sunday, so he said he was game. All right, let's see here, my friends. We got 53 seconds. So as long as we leave a wick and get somewhat of a lower wick, we are off to the races here.
Yeah, looks good here.
We got the highs breaking here too pretty soon on the 30 minute. So we need a lower wick on this next candle, and then it's looking pretty good.
Forward tap support down there too. Daily time frame pulling back up after breaking previous lows and tapping into support.
Exactly.
So this looks good.
Yep. All right, 14 seconds. Can we get our lower wick? If we can, then the buy stops will go in. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I thought it was top wick. Oh, cool. Looks good.
All right, let's see if we can get a little lower wick out of this. And then break of the highs here looks pretty good. Pretty good. What time is it? 10:15. Let's see if we can break that low and then a re-break of the highs here. We're golden. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, come on. Thumbs up, baby. Thumbs up. It got so quiet. Okay, perfect. That should be good enough for me. So I'm going to have a buy stop sitting here at the break of the highs here. My stops are going to be kept. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look.
Like previous highs, right? Like on the 15 there.
Yup.
Like all highs.
Yeah, cool. All the highs here. Yup. So buy stops basically 51, 57.2. And then it looks like we are clean, man, to come up. I think partials would be good right around this level here. And then full TP somewhere up at 77. So let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Bump, bump, bump.
Cool. Looks good.
Looks good.
Where are you going to keep your stops?
Auto filled. Okay, thank you, Linda. My stops are going to be kept probably down here, like on these supports. Somewhere down here, TP up here, and then partials sitting right around 64 there. And that's that. So we'll see if we can come up.
Let's see.
Yep. 30 looks
Win
great.
or loss do not matter here.
30 looks great, honestly, to come up towards 74 here. Yeah, so now that we broke the highs, let's see if we can get moving.
Looks crazy good in that 30.
15 looks good. Where can we go? Yeah, we're gonna need to leave some room for this 15 minute if it needs to make a lower wick. So that's why I want to keep the stops a little bit lower, give it some room to breathe in case we want to break that low and come down for a lower wick, and then if we re-break the high, it should be good to go. Dun, dun, dun. Breathe air. There you go. Breathe consciousness. What are you breathing? Are you actually breathing air?
It's a good question right there.
It is, right?
It's a good question.
Because if you run out of air, you die, don't you? But if you stop breathing, you're still alive. And, like, it's funky, man. You just go unconscious. Did he just say that? So are we breathing air, or what are we breathing? I think we're breathing consciousness.
No one knows.
Slippage on forex slightly.
No one knows.
Nobody
All I know
knows.
is this 15 looks
literally.
good.
Bro.
Literally nobody knows a thing.
Nobody knows, bro. Nobody knows nothing.
Nobody knows nothing.
But everyone acts like they know it all.
We all wish we knew, don't we?
For real, bro. We do.
All right, Goldie, let's run here. Let's run. Time
Yo,
to
Dan, that's 5 minutes though.
a 5-minute dope.
5 minutes crispy.
Yes,
20
sir.
pip slippage. Damn.
Bro, what?
How? That's crazy.
I didn't see any slippage on Tradeovate.
No, he meant it
I
forex.
got slightly slipped on Tradeovate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling here.
All right, let's see if we can move up here. Get this partial.
Yo, did you turn that notification off? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Autofill.
You heard
Yeah,
it.
it
You
is
heard
off.
Linda.
Mine's off at least.
Oh.
Thank you, Linda.
John, you turned yours off?
Yeah, I did.
Simulated air.
He needs to remain with that ninja status.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
He be catching too many pips to be having that order fill. It'd be going too crazy.
Dude.
Giving out my signals.
Linda's AI taking over? Yeah, facts. Simulated air? Yeah, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Match trader got some slippage. Yeah. Seems like it's just the new norm now. The new norm. Using Dominion Funded, really good. Yeah. I'm gonna get some discount codes too for Dominion Funded. If anyone's still trading on the forex side. Lucid always be slipping. Yeah, it's crazy. Every time we get in a trade here, it's like order filled. It's like 5 of them going off. Like chill.
Like, damn, bro, where was your entry?
You didn't have the same entry
Sounds
as
like
me,
a
bud?
late entry. Right. Honestly, I might turn
Hilarious.
mine back on because it's honestly, I like it, bro.
Turn
honestly.
it on. Turn it on.
Why did
Especially
you
with
turn it
the
on?
tab.
Because you had it on last night. We were like,
Yeah, I know.
stop Phil. We were like, what?
I know. Remember? Yeah, I remember. I guess I turned it off in London.
Wait, what happened last night? You
Must have
know
been in London because I didn't hear it today. So it was either Asian or London. I turned it off.
Bro, what happened? It was not there in London. So what trade?
Yeah.
Did you take an Asian trade?
Well, in Asian session, we had a buy stop, and I had it on like multiple accounts, so I deleted on each of my accounts, but I forgot it on one account. So like we hear it on the stream out of nowhere. It's like order filled, and I'm like, oh damn, bro, I'm like, damn, that's my freaking thing.
Yo, that happens all the time, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, it's my buy stop.
That's funny, yeah.
Johnny's like,
so-
what happened?
Bro, what's crazy is mine went off too. Both of us forgot
Yeah.
that we actually had the orders open. It was wild.
Did it work out or was it good? Or?
Yeah,
Got
it was
right-
fine.
got right
Yeah,
out.
break even. Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
got out
took
right
break
away.
even.
I lost like $10.
Yeah, it
Ah,
was
okay,
wild.
cool.
Stressing, bro.
Stress. 10 pip slippage? Alright, we got some slippage. We'll be alright. It's the prices you pay to trade this market here from time to time.
Yo. Literally.
Alright, can we
part
get a
of the game.
move up here on gold?
Just like Rafi, just like in baseball, bad hops, bro, are part of the game. I remember being an infielder and like have to deal with these bad hops. It's like, yo, man, I'm a trader. I deal with some slippage here and there. What are you gonna do? Play the
Bro,
game.
you see this grounder, just routine ball play. You see it. Oh, man. And he just takes a bat hop in the very end.
That's the worst, bro. I hate
Hits
it.
you in the shoulder and it goes back behind you.
I know, bro. Or even worse,
He
hits
just
you
hit me in the
like
chest, bro, so he stays in front of me.
I know.
Uh,
One of my brother's friends was fielding ground balls and he got hit in the eye from a bad hop, bro. His eye was
oh
like
my
big
god,
as
remember
heck.
that?
It happened to me one time in the outfield. I was diving for a line drive. It was a do or die kind of play. And I dove,
Do or die.
and it just, I missed it by like this little bit, and he just hit me right here.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. I
That
had like a
stuff
black
happens.
eye for like 2 weeks.
Damn, bro. Yeah, outfield can get it too.
Yeah.
Outfield
for
be laying
real.
their whole bodies out, bro.
Literally do or die.
Literally.
Slip and slide? I remember slip and slide. Of course. You lay that thing out in like the front yard and just spray it with the hose. Best.
Doing that with your friends is the best.
All right, gold. What are you gonna do? Can we get the pop we're looking for up to 64? Let's see. I like 75 a lot, to be honest here. Like that 30-minute resistance right here at 75, like that looks pretty clean to keep moving up.
Yeah, it does, man. Yeah, I got mine at 64. With you.
Nice, cool. All right, I think I'm good for a potential break even here. Yeah, I think we're good for, or actually current candle stop. Current candle low, I think. You guys can go break even if you would like. I think we can tap 64 here though. So yeah, let's see if we can get a pop towards 64 and then we'll get partials and break even at that point if we get there. Dun, dun, dun. How do you close partials? You got to open up a sell limit. Limit sell or whatever it's called. Yeah, limit sell. Yeah, I think we can go break even here. So we broke the highs again. We should be good at break even now. And then if we can close some partials, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be another 3K day on the live. So man, between yesterday and today, over 9 G's in 2 trades. 2 trades.
Nice job, bro.
10 contracts on NQ yesterday, and 5 contracts on this one here.
Sheesh, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Nice W.
I'm gonna close partials on my live account right now, and then let's see if this guy gets tapped here. Come on, Linda, give it to us. Give it to us.
I'm out.
Nice. Yeah, partials closed up here. Take it.
Order filled.
Order filled. Thank you, Linda. And let's see if we can keep rising here on this trade. Lovely trade, gang. Lovely trade. 200 pips. We currently got 75 pips on this trade. So we'll see. Stops were moved to the current candle. If you guys didn't do that yet, I would do it. And that's it. That's it. Now we'll see if we can get a move on. Can we get a move on? Wow, nice and clean. You know, we would have liked to get that trade a little bit lower, but it is what it is. You know, you can't always get what you want, so you got to get what the data brings you and wait for the right opportunities. And we still walked away making a couple G's here today, right? So too easy. All right, congratulations to everyone. Let's talk about the trade here. So this is what we're looking at. So we're looking at a 4-hour candle that is tapping into targets here. We rejected the downside. We rejected over here as well. You got a big exhaustion wick outside of that candle. We knew that we could be in trouble if we entered off the first break of the high here with that 4 hours still being bearish, right? We could have went down and filled the wick very easily. So let me show you where we started to be a little bit patient. So being that 1 hour, right, the break of the high was just simply that 4-hour high, we let that go in hopes that we can maybe flip back again and, re-enter, like get the buy stop on the re-break of the high. But price never really slowed down. It just kind of kept moving up, right? We waited for closures. We started to see that this 15-minute candle, right, was rejecting the downside here, coming up. One may say, well, man, that looks like consolidation, right? But at this point, I believe, like, you're still in process to make that top wick, right, on the 4 hours. So that's why we were talking about closing up partials somewhere around this area, going break even, and then hoping that maybe we can get up to 77 for full TP. But the reason we want to take our partials here, the reason we want to go break even here is because, again, what are we trading? We're currently trading the brand new 4-hour top wick. So at any point, right, price can now begin to head south. Now, again, with the confirmations that we have in terms of like the 4-hour in that targeted area, personally, I think we could probably get up to like 77 up here, 75, 77, but you just never know, right? So you got to protect yourself, protect your capital. That's why we take partials here at 70, yeah, it's about 75 pips. And then look, if we can get the 200 pip runner, great, right? But we don't necessarily need it, right? If it goes, it goes, but we're more concerned with protecting capital than we are with multiplying it, right? First comes protection, then comes multiplication. So we did that, right? We secured a bag here today, we made some money, and now we, either get break even on the rest of it, or we watch price playing with house money as we run up towards 77. So that's the reason for the trade, the reason for the partials, the reason for the break even, and the reason we're still holding this trade, right? And haven't closed it full yet. So we want to leave this an opportunity to make our way up to 77. We'll see if we can get there. Beautiful exit though. Again, sniper exit on the first push.
But look good. Nice.
Yes, sir. Good trade.
Very nice.
Any questions? Any questions? If you didn't execute based off of this, again, that could be a little tricky, but we talk about it from time to time about like price making that resistance, right? But not needing to mark the range again, right? Because we already, mainly what happened here is we moved up. So we get a uptrend going. And by the way, if you're not in a targeted 4-hour zone, like a target zone, you can't really, you probably have to wait for the range to break out here.
Order filled.
Oh, that was my break even. All right.
Order
Hey,
filled.
Sam Capital, how'd you get up here? I didn't even know Sam
hey,
was
Sam.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, he's just,
Oi.
what? Where'd he go?
Oi.
Yo, that was crazy.
What the heck?
Hold on, real quick though. So like this moving up, right? Creating that resistance to create support. We don't need to block that resistance off. If the 4-hour hasn't hit target yet, then yes, we may want to do that. But this is just trying to continue in this uptrend, right? So we wouldn't block that resistance off either. We would just continue to buy off support to move up, right? So, that's one of the reasons why we still took the buy there, even though it looked like we closed at like a resistance or whatever. Does that make sense? We've explained that a couple times. If you're new, that may not, make too much sense to you yet, but you'll understand it shortly. Every trade's been slipped? Yeah, pretty much. Sam Capital. Where'd he go? Where is he?
Get up.
There he is.
Raise your hand, brother. Raise your hand.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks.
Zoom, how we
doing?
feeling? How we feeling, everyone?
Hey.
We had ourselves a juicer.
The juicer. What's
Juicer.
Gucci? What's Gucci? Squad, how y'all feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling
See you,
great.
brother.
Feeling good. Yeah, good to see all of you guys. Yeah, I've been here. I just been chilling. Student of the game today.
Let's go.
Learning.
Let's go.
Let's
Sitting
go.
back and soaking all the knowledge and everything in, bro.
Hey, how are you?
Great to see you, bro.
Yeah, my takeaway today is how do you spell leader?
Ooh, how do you
I
spell
like
it, Sam?
that one. I like that one a lot. EXAMPLE.
Let's go. Let's get it. W.
Lead by example. I love that.
Love it. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Me
sir.
The bird, though.
Hey.
Yeah, the bird.
too.
Hey, by the
She's
way.
actually,
How's your
I think
bird,
she's in the bathroom right now.
Oh, she's using the bathroom.
She getting
Willow?
a shower.
Willow? Oh, shower
Yeah.
time.
Yo, what?
Shout out
Oh,
Willow, bro.
nice.
Shout out
I
Willow.
know.
All right.
Shout out.
Once again, sniper exit. My name is Nick Stewart, and only great things happen to me.
Yeah, bro.
So another sniper exit here, and we might continue up bullish, but again, with that 4-hour being bearish, this could be that 4-hour top wick here. So we don't want to try our luck again here, and very, very smart break even and partials. So good job.
That's exactly why I closed too, bro. Let's get it.
Yep. Yeah, nice job.
Wow, bro. Bearish.
Fire.
Very nice. Very nice. Bro, I seen Sam from somewhere. He looks familiar. Oh yeah, he's a familiar guy.
Yep.
You might have seen him in a boot camp or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, everyone's a leader. You guys do know that, right? Every one of you guys are leaders. It's just, how are you leading? What type of EXAMPLE are you displaying, right? Because regardless, you are a leader, right? Your younger brothers are looking at you, or your cousins, or your friends, or your kids, or whoever it is, right? Someone's looking at you, and you're their example. So, regardless of whether you think you're a leader or not, you are, based off of your example. So the question is, where are you leading people? And what example are you setting?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. It's Plan G. These are the stories I love, man. Congratulations. Did you take your third payout? I think I seen in the Profits channel, eh? I love that. I love this. Is what we do. This is why we do this, right? Right here. I mean, this man took over 3 payouts already this month alone. So congratulations, bro. For real.
Fire.
A lot of big payouts. Looking good, Christian. Looking good. Yeah, lots of really, really nice payouts. A lot came in. I think it was like yesterday, right, or the day before. Yeah, if you guys aren't in our free Discord, you guys can join our Discord. Check this out, man. This is a lovely sight to see from just the members of the clubhouse. Look at these payouts. Like, this don't happen in other communities like this, bro. You're talking $5, $10, $15, $25,000, right? Third month, there's its plan G right there. Beautiful. My goodness. Inar, I don't know. I should pay you. I should pay to speak to this guy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name the right way, but I'm proud of you. Like, seriously, like, this is probably like, I don't know, the 10th payout that I've seen come from you over like the last month or two, and my goodness, dude, my goodness, enjoy the blessings, bro. Look at this.
Killing it.
Look at these stacked payouts. W. A lot of money. I think DeMarco said we are pushing. I posted it last night. It was like $290,000 in payout profits from prop firms just in February alone. So if you don't believe me, take the time and add up these payouts. All this is public in the Clubhouse Profits channel. You can't make this up, gang. You cannot fake this, right? It's one thing for me to have great results, but my goal was never just that, right? This was my goal. Like, I seen this from the very jump of multiple people making multiple 6 figures a year through, you know, this trading community here. So look at this, another one right there. I mean, 5,000. Like, do you ever get tired of making money? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, damn. Yeah, I mean, absolutely crushing it. So beautiful. Congratulations.
Shout out to Enars.
Yo, for real. Just putting numbers on the board.
Yeah, damn,
That's
man.
a beast.
Putting numbers on the board.
W.
Literally. So congrats. It's amazing to see. All right, Goldie, what you gonna do? We're gonna go up? Are you gonna go down? We might continue up. Like I said, I can see 75, 74 out of this for sure. The clubhouse. Yeah. Time to eat, time to print, baby.
Print.
Anyone in the chat holding still?
Anyone holding? If you are holding, then 75 looking great.
Yeah, true. Right up on that resistance.
Yeah, I like that. Looks good up there. But let's see here. Praying for price to keep going? Hey, let's go.
Praying.
Don't pray, just pay attention to data, right? Close the partials when you're supposed to, hold for the full when you're supposed to, and that'll work. If you guys can, give the stream a like too. If you're not subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And let's leave the questions open for a few more minutes, and then we'll head out of here. Few more minutes. If you guys got questions, we'll run through them, and if not, then we're done. We're just, it used to take me a month to make 3 G's, right? So no need to work too hard here today. Trade locker. Oh, trade locker servers are down. I see. Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Can we have
tough.
a moment of prayer? Please, Lord, open up the trade locker server. Please. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, good. Trade lockers should be opened up very soon. We could do it. Anyone using wealth charts? Not yet, but I'll definitely down to take a look at them. For sure. All right, brother. Have a great day. I'll see you in Asian session. Later.
Asian session's gonna be good tonight.
Oh, it should be great. It should be great.
Turn up Tuesday.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll hit full TP on Trade Locker. What's the setup
You
for
could
the
actually.
journal? That would be a sheesh. I would consider this like an onion play. Buy off support here.
Facing onion.
Yeah, let me actually mark this up so I got it for my journal here. All right, let's mark
Yo,
this up.
congratulations, Jacob Kim.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh wow, let's go, brother. Call 50 pips at the hospital. We're getting induced right now to have some. Oh, let's go.
Hey,
New baby
Yeah,
coming,
that's
baby.
such
Cheers to you, Jacob.
That's such a W.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Congrats.
Damn.
What a blessing. Yo, when Anna had Axel, we had the W's going in the chat. It was the funniest thing ever, bro. I gotta send you guys that video. The baby's born, there's just W's. W's all over Discord.
That's crazy. Is that with you said with the newest one? The new
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
That's so funny, bro.
Bro, it's
Yo.
hilarious. I could probably find it. Let's just start spamming W's in the chat.
Yeah, you have to send me that. That's so funny.
Hey guys, Axel's born. W's. I think it might be on my other phone actually. Phone's dead, but yeah, I'll send it over to you. It's funny.
He got 2 bones.
Still on demo account. Reason not profiting. Multiple contracts. When I place one, are you only allowed to place one contract? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I didn't even know Top Step had a demo account. Trades? Is it Trade C? Yeah, I've recently heard a lot about it, so I'll have to look into it. Yep. Why do we take the buys at 9:15, 9:30? I think we wanted them, but there was like some issues here on the 15 that we didn't really like too much. So yeah, I had to just let it go. I so desperately wanted it. The issue was that 30-minute candle here. So yeah, now I remember. So we had a 30 closure here. That was just a doji. Plus, we still didn't really close above that level at 46, and that was before the 4-hour closure. So wanted to make sure I was going to buy above 46. And, you know, after the 4-hour closure is one thing, right? Because then we can anticipate this move, which is that 4-hour top wick. But before that, didn't want to try my luck there. So stayed out of 930. Never like to stay out of 930, but again, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So stayed out of 930 due to that doji and that lack of closure above. And once 10 a.m. hit, you know, then we had that opportunity. So tried to get in down here a little bit. But again, I didn't want to get in on the initial break of that new 4-hour top wick. So yeah, I had to get the entry up here, and you know, it was enough to get the job done. Enough to get it done. All right, I think I'm out of here. Yeah, I got stuff
Yes,
to do.
sir, let's go.
Yep. Places to be, things
Yes,
to
sir.
do.
Off to the
So yeah, great session here. Lovely trade. We got about 75 pips. So even though it took a while towards the tail end of our trip, you know, it pays. Patience pays, right? Patience pays off. So let's go out and enjoy the day. Yeah, guys, if you can do anything nice, even a compliment today to somebody, man. Hey, how are you? What a beautiful smile you got there. Or, man, nice tattoos, or nice hat. I don't know, something, man. Go out, help somebody out, whether it's with a little bit of extra spare change, spare food. Maybe it's a compliment. Maybe it's just a positive gesture towards them. Do what we can, gang, to make the world a slightly better place here. Connect with people, my friends. All right? I want to encourage you to do that today. All right? Love you guys. I've enjoyed my time here with y'all. John, Magnus, Rafi, Sam, the whole starting 5 lineup. Appreciate you guys coming up and hanging out.
Appreciate you
And,
having us.
yes,
Thank you for
sir.
having us, brother.
Of
Always
course.
a pleasure.
Always happy to be
Tommy.
here.
Always a
Freaking
pleasure.
amazing.
Always a pleasure.
Amazing
Facts.
session, gang.
Sir.
Amazing session.
Yo, incredible.
Remember,
Yes, sir.
don't, man, stay out of trouble, man.
Stay
Yeah,
out of
I
trouble.
like
out of
that,
trouble.
Rafi. I
Follow
like
the law,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
For real.
Facts.
Let's get it.
All
Don't
right,
break the
brothers.
Matrix too much, boys.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yeah.
Let's have a
Don't
great day,
break it.
everyone.
Yeah, we out of here. I hope you
Yeah.
guys have a great
Peace, chat.
day.
God bless y'all.
Let the blessings rain on you, my friend. Let it pour down. Receive them. Accept them. Receive them. And I'll see y'all on the next session. Clubhouse. See you in Asian session.
Peace, peace.
YouTube. See you guys tomorrow. Later, gang. Love y'all. Peace.
Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirit, so he use me like I'm chump change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, hey, Father, take me back. Psalms 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash. If I wanna serve, I Jesus serving. It's a flash when he coming back. What's your purpose? It's a mismatch. Turn the earth flat. Kyrie Irving. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you, I was living on glass. No going back, I never thought I'd make it without. I told the same watch out. Like what is we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do it for you, I can't do it for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we up, following God. I'm making it out. Rain on me, rain on me.
Help me grow, I couldn't do this on my own.
You came into my life.
Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me. Clean my spirit, feed my soul. Yeah. Remix. Remix. We back at it. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy, let go, let guy. Come on, God made rivers, God made lakes. God made me, so you gotta pay my rate. God got holy Bible pockets on me, thank God we straight. Even though I might pull up late, I ain't never too late. I'm saying my grace like God is great. Decorate this ice like birthday cake, just tap to the food, I'll make my plate. I don't mean to be rude, you freak your face. Pull up in the church in the rave. You know what's going on like Marvin Gaye. I keep on cages, pardon me. You new to the game like Shawshank. I gotta let go like love, forgive me. You know we in the house. We gotta go up like chimney. It's not just on me, it's in me. Devil, you can pull up in the hood if you want to. South Park, who killed Kenny? Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you don't want smoke with any. With any. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God. I need bass, attention on me, call me bae. Money bass, it took my soul, you buy me bae. Greed and sway, lowly, humble, which one lasts? The demon stepping, blew them thing back like Christmas past. Let go, let Christ, let go, live life. Can't help myself, you took them stripes, you took my strength. How I can't forget them folks, but try to leave my wife. I mean it, Memphis Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning, then get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God, let me go catch my red eye. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let God.
I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these thoughts, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical. Watch out, it'll go. Christ gon' trump your candidate body in this political. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I go petro, metro, retro, then I escrow my residuals. It's too formidable, them golden idols pitiful. I'm burning calves like ellipticals, this is typical. Keep it minimal, teach you how to boy. I'm out here giving clinicals. Go hard as bicentennial, nothing mythical, need no rituals. Grace of God is on continual. My boy,